man, Charlie's definitely.
People, deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. Come on. Better late than never. The game was delayed, people, but we can finally now watch Brighton against Liverpool in this first kickoff in the Premier League today, people. We will be watching Everton Chelsea later. Tomorrow, obviously, reaction stream business for the Cat Yarabel Cup final with Arsenal and Manchester City. But yeah, kickoff is imminent. Who do we think wins? Talk to me. Talk to me about the game on Sunday. How you feeling about Liverpool season? What have you actually made of Brighton? Everything football, people. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And as usual, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And obviously, in some cases, good night, people. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope everybody's blessed. So yeah, man, let's enjoy the footy. Let's enjoy the footy. And let's enjoy the footy. Man said, what's French for Fafavoom? This guy. What's up? Let's like the video. Terrence, you're far too kind, man. And again, kickoff has happened. We're literally 19 seconds in now. Well, I have to look at the league table, yeah, but I would say as an outsider looking in, I don't know how Brighton feel, but I'd probably be disappointed about my season if I was them. Like in my opinion, I know Sunderland have dropped off a bit, and Brentford are doing well after Post and Thomas Frank. I thought Brighton should be looking at Europe really, and I guess if they're top 10, nah, they're 12th. So it's been a topsy-turvy season. I mean, to be fair, they're ahead of Sunderland. There's probably been a tiny bit of normalization in Sunderland because they had a blistering start to the season and whatnot. But yeah, I think Brighton should be Brighton should at least be 7th where Brentford are. Brighton should be where Brentford and Chelsea are. We should be looking at Brentford, in my opinion, with an outside chance of Europe. So it's not gone to plan. For Liverpool, it's clearly not gone to plan. They're still in the FA Cup. They're still in the Champions League. I think they got PSG. At the start of the season, they were winning games. Everyone was saying it's early. They're still finding a way to win. We'd be here all day talking about Isaac. Hugo Ekitike is doing quite well. Isaac will be a success. He's just been injured. Florian Wirtz, and just the summer they had on top of winning the league, it ain't gone to plan. Now they're missing a couple of players, which has been the case. Again, refereeing decisions, refereeing inconsistencies, injuries. Arsenal fans were told, get on with it, And again, Arnie Slot, you spoke a lot about set pieces. Your team's now scoring them. Manchester United have become first they hate you and then they start to adore you. You've done a lot of waffling about Arsenal scoring own goals. I'm seeing own goals chipping in with you, lot. You've done a lot to talk about set pieces. You criticize Declan Rice and Saka for getting goals from corners. Now, man, I talk about Bruno Fernandes, player of the season. Get the fuck out of here, man. 40 games a year. Get out of it. It's Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, Raya, Rice. I'll even give it Ego Thiago. That's more impressive than anything Bruno's done. Man United fans are shameless. And big up Bruno because they've been slagging him off. They slagged off him. They slagged off Luke Shaw. They slagged off Harry Maguire. They all love him now. They gassed up Amad Diallo since he talks nonsense about my teammates. He didn't do nothing. Florian Wirtz. Ref has said play on. There is a man down for Liverpool. Liverpool could be in here. Florian Wirtz. What? He's taking forever to pass this ball. Not quite sure what he did. It's ended up going for a throw-in. I was thinking, what is going on? Do you know what? Yeah, if I was doing player of the season for all clubs, yeah, I'd have Szoboszlai. I'll be real, I'd have Szoboszlai. Oh, that is it's a tactical foul by Milner. He won't get a yellow card. It's a smart one from Milner. Hugo Ekitike is down. It felt like 5-on-5. That does hurt. It looks like it don't. It does. Not sure what Onslaught is signaling, but he's signaling. I'll read the lineup out for you guys, people. Van Brogen, Dunk, Van Hecke, who I actually feel, yeah, if I look at Liverpool, all this talk about Van der Ven. Van Hecke be a decent signing for a top 6 club. But yeah, Van Brongen, Dunk, Van Hecke, Minte, Hazelwood, Welbeck, Milner, Kadigoglu, Gomez, Wilfera, can never say his name, Pascal Gross, and Hoslia, Haralasa, whatever. Well, that's weird. And I wanted to ask a question as well, people. I'm trying to compile a list of goals that Arsenal scored from outside the area. Yeah, I think I've got Gyökeres against Spurs, Gyökeres against Inter, Zubi against West Ham. I want to say Zubi against Sunderland. I might be wrong on that. Noni Madueke Club Brugge, Eze against Spurs, Eze against fuck's sake. They escaping my mind now. The last Champions League game, Bayer Leverkusen, Rice against Bayer Leverkusen. I just want to know if I've missed anything out. Curtis Jones is getting warmed up. To be fair, Hugo Katike is still down. He's moving a bit gingerly. In my opinion, he'll run that off. He'll shake that off, but it does hurt. It does hurt. And you are at the point of the season where minor contacts, owing because of the run of games you've had and maybe carrying knocks already, that can kind of see you out. Hugo Katike has been a good signing, in my opinion. I don't buy into the next Henri and all that kind of stuff, but a good player nonetheless, man. A very good player nonetheless. And you know what, people? It's getting quite hot. I might need to put a t-shirt on, man. See how long we can go. Curtis Jones is still warming up. Maybe just warming up to keep warm and keep him warm safe. Maybe this is a subs in mind. I don't know at this moment. Nah, I'm not at Wembley, Louise, man. I wish I was. I'm not at Wembley. I'll be on TalkSport. Who knows? I might have to find my way to either Northwest London or Islington after their game, people. The reaction stream might be delayed, man. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Brighton are on the ball here. Danny Welbeck's giving it away. Liverpool are back here with Kirkes, Van Dijk, back to Kirkes, goes back to Van Dijk. Are they going to go? Is Van Dijk going to go home? Elects not to go back to their keeper. There's no Alisson. Konate, great touch on the inside. Aims to clip it over the top. That's a very good ball to Cody Gakpo. He just can't bring it under control. And shout out to James Milner. Read it very well. Made a very good last-ditch interception and hooked it clear for Brighton. This could be a decent game of footy. This could be a decent game. Hype on my guys. Smash the like button. Sadiq, one love. Big up the regulars. Big up the regulars. So, yeah, hopefully it's a good game of football. I don't want to keep mentioning the same thing, but Hugo Katike is moving very, very gingerly. Very gingerly. I'm ready for the cup final tomorrow, man. I'm ready. Into the hands of Van Broggen, who Jason's still arguably second, third choice keeper at Brighton, has been called up to the England squad. These wires, man. Why are you hitting my legs? So, yeah. First time I want Hazard to win. I can't lie. I hear it, but I don't care, man. If Liverpool win. Plus, that manager talks too much, innit? So, fuck him. Like, genuinely, fuck him. Brighton, good fans. Big fan of the ethos of what you're doing as a team. You know, De Zerbi, Graham Potter, even Hazrullah, or whatever his name is tactically. I might be missing someone else out. You know, their scouting network, the players they get and sell them at a profit. I always say with Brighton, like, there must have been a player from every country in the world that's played for Brighton. And if that's not the case, yeah, since Brighton have come to the Premier League, in terms of nationalities, they must have had the most. Like, they'll buy guys from Africa, South America, Europe, Asia, any continent I've missed out, and make them stars. And even the ones that don't bang, they somehow find a way to do something. Massive club doing what they're doing. As for their manager, FM, Hugo Katike is in tears, man. Yeah, this is serious. I've never liked to see this. You know, the one thing I'd say for him, obviously, you're not a physio. You might be, sometimes a footballer might think an injury isn't that deep and then it's very serious. Sometimes you might think it's serious and it's better. But 7 odd minutes in to have to be so, he's down to tears, man. He's been called up to the French squad as well. Sometimes I also believe ballers, they know, innit? Like, he knows it's dark. It's horrible, man. He's keeping a brave face, but yeah, man, you can see in it, like you can see, like, that's one where he probably thinks I'm out for a minute. Maybe he's just crying due to the pain, but that just tells me that's a man that knows I'm not kicking ball for the foreseeable future. Like, you could be out for the rest of the season. Look, tears. You never like to see that, man. You never like to see that. Admittedly, I thought he'd be able to run it off. It did look like he made contact with Milner. There was no malicious intent from Milner. It's just an occupational hazard. But yeah, man. Horrible. As I'm going to tweet, horrible to see. Get well soon, Hugo. And Liverpool could be on the attack here. They have made a sub. Curtis Jones. If I haven't made that clear, Curtis Jones has come on, obviously, for the injured Hugo Katike. Szoboszlai, arguably their player of the season. Gravenberch. I don't want to say underrated, but I feel like he's definitely not underrated with Liverpool. And he's not underrated here. I don't want to say underrated, but I feel like he is underrated. I feel he's a very good player with the potential to be world class. I don't feel there's anything he can't do. Like, I don't think he's a six, but he can cut the track. Great 1-2. Frimpong, is he going to pull the trigger? Liverpool could have been in here. Szoboszlai's funded over. Great bit of 1-2 from Florian Wirtz and Frimpong. But it's blasted over. It has all been Liverpool at this moment in time in these opening exchanges. But yeah. Darkness. I wanted to see goals today, man. I wanted to see controversy, man. I wanted to see a lot. I don't think we're going to be exposed to that, but we could try long ball forward for Brighton. Why do I keep saying Brentford? I'm excited to see Brentford. I'm excited. Let me go and put the t-shirt on. Sorry, folks, man. It's mad hot. Let's open up these windows, man. Let's open up these windows. You know, I'm not going to give me time to iron the t-shirt. You know what? Sometimes you have to strip it all back. We're putting on a crushed up t-shirt still. Oh, ball over the top. Is that going to catch keeper? No. Van Brogan. To be fair, yeah, I know they've got Mama That's really. I don't know where Liverpool are at yet, but Van Brogan could get a move. Therefore, could get a move. Chelsea probably need him. I wouldn't go Spurs personally, but you can make a case of Spurs. I do think he's better than the Lamans keeper at Man United, but United don't need a keeper, and he's doing all right. Couple Brighton players could get moves. Liverpool could be in here again. Cody Gakpo. And I need to apologise to Liverpool fans because I thought you lot gave him a bad rep here. He's fully frustrating. Like, everything he does just pisses you off. And it's always them kind of players. Every player, every attacking player that frustrates whatever fan base here, they're the ones that get the majority of the plays. Chances. Florian Wirtz laid it on the plate for Cody Gakpo. I lied. The ball weren't quite there, but the run from Cody Gakpo was dead. And what happened to his hand? You never know with ballers. Minte. I think you lot gassed this Minte, brother, personally. I think he's good, but there's too much hype, man. He's not lit. No, that's a bit better. Oh, that's a lot better. You lot wake up. What have we got here? It's all Liverpool, man. That's not the best of balls to Gakpo. He should be able to salvage that. You're going to get a whack. To be fair, smart play from Gakpo. He's on the corner for Liverpool. Set piece again. Ole, ole. I'm picking up the set as well. Set piece again. Set piece again. Set piece again. Ole, ole. Corner hasn't amounted to anything. Dead. The game needs to liven up for us neutrals, man. This isn't entertaining. I don't see entertainment. What's all the entertainment? Football's gone. This is pretty anti-football to me. Van Hecke. And I want some mint ice cream, man. What's going on here, man? Leeds versus Brentford's going to be a good game tomorrow night, man. Well, tonight, I'm lying to you lot. Tonight, definitely not tomorrow night. If you're trying to find that tomorrow night, you're going to be disappointed. There isn't going to be that game. Brentford have the ball here. Put it in the box, man. Finally, stop saying Brentford. Brighton finally have the ball, people. Put it in the mixer. It was all Liverpool at the beginning. That's a good ball. Hey, goal. 0-0, boys. It's, bro, football scripted. You knew it's going to be Danny Welbeck. Former Arsenal man, former Manchester United man. First real big opportunity from Brighton, and they're taking it. As you heard me say, put the ball into the box. What I should have said is, initially, Liverpool have been the better side. It's all been played in Brighton's half. Slowly but surely, Brighton started to knock the ball around. It's all come down the left-hand side. They've put some good moves together. They pull it in the box. It's headed back across. Danny Welbeck, again, that's just a striker with a very good education in the right place at the right time to pull it in the back of the net. Brighton have taken the lead. Conor Goglu, it's a good ball. Gomez has headed it back across. To be fair with you, these are probably the struggles of Liverpool all season. As a defense, as a team, the whole defensive unit and the ethos around defending, chasing shadows. Konate's out playing everybody on side. Van Dijk's not aware. Nobody's aware until the ball's gone in the back of the net. It's a terrible goal from Liverpool to concede, and the first one from Brighton. Liverpool are not out of this game yet, but that's a kick in the teeth. And that's something away from home, 9 times out of 10, you don't really want to do. It gets the fans going and whatnot. That could be the best thing or the worst thing for Brighton, purely because there's never a bad time. It's always a good time to score a goal, but that could open things up. And as we all know, football is a 90-minute game. Now, I have no clue what the Chelsea fan, Carefree Lewis, was talking about being 90-minute merchants as a somewhat an insult, but you need to do that. And you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. And to be fair, immediately Liverpool could have drawn level. Unfortunately, again, it's fallen to Cody Gakpo. I think there's goals here. I didn't say a prediction. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool, but like Cody Gakpo, come on, bro. He read that. You had too much time for your own good. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'm on shotting him in the summer, man. You're not better than Diaz. Verts, McAllister. It's the McAllister Derby shot. Bosley, is Frimpong going to be able to keep that on? Just about. He did. Fair play, ref. Ref is disagreeing with me. I personally think he kept that on, but ref doesn't care what I got to say. But I said Liverpool crumble is on. Joseph, you're right in that it is 1-0 to Brighton. Danny Welbeck, he should be in the England squad. He's got 11 goals this season, people. One more than Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has been called up. As I said on Rancy's stream, rightly or wrongly, I do think football is a funny old game of opinions. I just don't think Tuchel fancies Welbeck. $11 goals. And he can play off the left as well. Oh, Brighton could be in here again. Welbeck can't bring it under control. Frimpong, I can't lie. If I was a Liverpool fan, and I banter aside, yeah, for me, I'd want a right back who can actually defend. Cool, you've got Frimpong, you can utilize him in another role. I'd want a number 6, and I need a couple of other centre halves. And you probably need another attacker that's less frustrating. But I think more than anything, Liverpool need to go back to school and do the unglamorous things that we ain't 1-0 as Arsenal fans, but have got Arsenal to where they are and teams below us in that. Just the unsexy things about football, bro. Defending as a team, following runners, stopping the cross, like shape, all of those kind of things. And I do think British football fans, we focus on the sexy things. We just think you grab money and you buy players and that solves it all, people. It don't work like that. And that goes for all football clubs. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm so excited for a Carling Cup final, because we ain't been to a final in 6 years, mate. And this is where we want to be. You should be excited. You should be excited. You should be nervous. You should be confident. Should be all the emotions, bro. That's what football's about. It should be that. Smash the like button if you haven't. Jeremy Frimpong, to be fair, he's got no real options. Who the hell is playing? This is what I mean with Liverpool. Right now, it's square pegs and round holes. Like, Frimpong's got the ball. There's no one really to pass to. That's a good ball by Konate and a very good turn from McAllister. Is Jeremy Frimpong going to be able to get there? He's put the burners on, and he's just forgotten to bring the ball under control. Minte will win it back for his team. Conor Goglu, who was linked with Arsenal, decent little player. Konate, who there's rumours he's going to sign a new deal. That's a big bonus for Liverpool. Good defender. Because, Van Dijk probably got another season or two in him, but he's not going to be there forever. That's really why lump it long. You could see that was the wrong option. Straight back to the blue and white shirts. Why did you lump it long? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? There was no need to do that. You got nothing out of doing that. There was no need to lump it and do what you did there. That was stupidity at its finest. Van Broggen. I wonder who would I say is my best 11 outside the Premier League. I'd probably have Van Broggen in goal. I'd have Igor Thiago up front. Yeah, I mean, we could be silly and start saying the Spurs players, but typically. There's a couple good players. Alex Scott of Bournemouth had another good game against Man. Another one that should be in the England squad. Alex Scott is wavy. I'd have him at Arsenal. The thing is, you're going to cost too much bread. Really like how you play football, as dumb as that sounds. James Milner. It's the James Milner derby way before it was the McAllister derby, to be fair. Big up James Milner, man. Had a solid career, still going strong. Surely he either retires or like the Brighton thing, because you ain't really played that much this season for Brighton like that, or a starting role. Oh, look, see, he took it off. We're going to have to get some glue. You know what? I really need to do this properly and stop doing all slapdash because we're finally getting somewhere. You know what? That's just going to get placed down there. We're going to leave it at that. Did you see the Athletic article? Which one? The Gabriel Jesus one or the whole, which fan base wants Arsenal to win in that, man? If you don't support Arsenal, I get it. Fuck it. The game's the game. I understand wanting City to win because no one don't know no City fans in their life. City win, it just is what it is. Arsenal, you have to hear nonsense and it's closer to home. But I'm not being funny, man. Big up, I believe Brentford are supporting our thing, or Brentford fans, Sunderland fans, couple others. But regardless, who cares? Because they're not going to be there to enjoy the successes, and they damn well weren't here for the numerous L's Arsenal have taken, whether it's better L's in the last 3-4 years or during the majority, let's have it right, of the Emirates era, bro. Forget them. But they will say Arsenal fans are Arsenal are obsessed with everybody else and whatnot. Don't hate us because you ain't us. Fuck them, man. Brighton could be in here. That's a good ball. Danny, where are you? To be fair, Gomez, who technically got the assist for the goal, jumped, but he's probably too out. He jumped too early, and it's well over, innit? That is one thing. I do think there's goals here for Liverpool, but they do look. They're not even. I wouldn't even say they're under pressure, like they're on the ropes and all of that stuff. But anytime Brighton go forward, it's not that Liverpool look shaky. It does look like they could score goals. Aye, Brighton manager, I better not see no time wasting. If it's 1-0 in the last 10 minutes, I better not see it. I better not see your keeper taking forever because you're up there for that. I better not see it. You actually statistically haven't been in the lead too many times this season. That's probably why you're not up. Why you're not up there for time wasting. You don't understand. But I better not see it. Again, big up Brighton, their fan base, their coaches, their owners, how the club operate. Fabian, I rate you as a coach, but you're gonna learn as a young man to stop bitching. And even if I go for your career, you're known as a complainer. You had 6 red cards in your career, mate. You've done great things, bro. You're a manager in the Premier League at 32 years of age, but you have a hater in me. Purely as long as you're there, you have a hater in me. Every L, I'm going to be there. Every W, I don't want you to have. I don't want you to have. Anyways, Jeremy Frimpong, who must be an annoyance to play against going forward, to be fair. Szoboszlai puts into the box. It's not the worst of balls. It's saved. A very good save. It won't be in his save highlights. It's a very good header from probably one of the shortest players in Liverpool's team, in McAllister. And Van Broggen was alert. It's another corner. The problem is, though, like, I don't know, since Ekitike's come off, it's like Slaughter said to Virch, you're playing on the right, but I want you to go inside as much as you can. He's told Szoboszlai to do a thing. And there's at times, obviously Frimpong's got the license to bomb down that right, but sometimes there's no supporting cast for Liverpool down that side. When they can probably get something out of the game, terrible corner. Van Dijk will keep it alive and make it look a lot better than I thought. And it's hooked. Pardon it's hooked clear to the boys in red. Szoboszlai, you're going to put that back in the box? I know ball, man. Immediately back into the box. He aims for the far post. Van Dijk wins the header to keep possession, but I don't know what they actually wanted Van Dijk to do there. Kirkes. I think Kirkes will be all right. I think a big problem for him and a lot of players, if you sign for Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, is the weight of the shirt. I think it's been a bit of a culture shock. Gravenberch, surely a free kick, is a free kick. And I could tell you as an Arsenal fan, I'm sure Spurs fans can tell you, and I'm sure City as well, you don't want to give free kicks to Liverpool. Szoboszlai is the best free kick taker in the league. To the point where, to be fair, I don't care where Liverpool finish, yeah. Szoboszlai probably be my team of the year. I actually feel, granted, I'm not watching Liverpool week in, week out and whatnot, and I'm sure he's had failures, but 9 times out of 10, he's been, especially when they lose or the results have gone their way, he's been the one player I've looked at, like, at least you kind of get it. You're kind of with it. You kind of understand what's going on. Whether you've played right back or in centre midfield or whatever. It's a bit weird, though, if I was a Liverpool fan, because, I mean, he hasn't said anything to play coy on his future, but when he is interviewed, he always says, I want to play European football. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do the third. Is that an inkling as to whether he'll be looking to depart? Enzo Fernandez is in hot water at Chelsea because of how he's been speaking in interviews as well. Now, it's a free kick in a brilliant area for someone like Szoboszlai. I can't tell a professional footballer anything, much less someone that's got a track record of free kicks. But sometimes when it's in such a favourable area, it can go against you because you have to get it perfect. Like, is he going to try and strike under the wall? Is he going to try and get up and down in time, which is easier said than done? Do you go for power? Do you go for placement in which there's no real power? It looks like he's elected to go for power. It's not going to be in his highlights. I can't lie, DG. Obviously, left foot in front of the right and all of that PR shit. But I genuinely think we could do domestic treble this season. I think I've always said, I don't know why, but I just think Liverpool are going to win the FA Cup. Obviously, I want to win the League Cup tomorrow. And we're in the driving seat in the Prem. So I think our strongest chances are domestically. I still feel the Champions League is a pipe dream. And I mean, obviously, we're one of the best teams in it. You're in it to win it. Left foot in front of the right. You never know what could happen on your day. But I do think, I mean, my team ain't won the Champions League, but seeing several other teams win it, sometimes I just think you know when you can do a thing. So I just think it would evade us. I want the Prem, of course. I think I don't believe in throwing tournaments and all of that jazz. But if we had to put all our eggs in one basket, it would be the Premier League. I think the club needs it. The fans, young and old. The players, definitely. The manager. But if it were just me speaking for myself, and you said, DG, on the left is the Premier League, on the right is the Champions League. Don't know how the rest of the season is going to pan out. Don't know how anything's going to pan out. Don't even know how the cup final is going to pan out. But which one would you want? If I was just being selfish and picking for myself, I would say the champs. My teammate won it, innit? But I think we need the Prem. Dare I say, it's a bit of a cop-out, and I don't necessarily believe it, but dare I say our football club needs the Prem more than the champs, especially because of the drought. We've seen us win the Prem before, so there's that anquis as well. We've been so close, but so far. And even if you win the Champions League and once you pack away the parade and whatnot, you will have to address why you didn't win the league again in the 5th year. So I don't know, man. Free kick just outside the box feels like it might as well have been a penalty at this point. Yeah, man. Van Dijk's been winning a lot of headers. They've been clearly Liverpool have been trying to knock it to Van Dijk. You win the first ball, and we'll pick up the seconds. Another corner to Liverpool. Smash the like buttons if you haven't, lads. 25 minutes in, basically 26. Let's see what this is about. Oh, Cameron. Ball into the box. It's a decent one. Head it back across Van Dijk again. How many headers has Van Dijk won? Once again, though, it's hooked clear by Brighton. Minte will give chase. And I tell you what, Jeremy Frimpong at the last, it's not a free kick, ref. He said play on, has he? At the last moment, he won the header. I tell you what, he gets that wrong. They're gone. Gravenberch is going to put the ball out. McAllister's saying don't put the ball out. What happened to Frimpong there? It's probably just a landing, and he lost his headband as well. It's probably just a landing. That you can soldier that, man. You can definitely soldier that. Oh, well. Gravenberch. My hot take, you play for Real Madrid one day. If you go up the gears, because right now you're very good. I think you could be great, bro. Like, you could do everything. Genuinely, I think Gravenberch could do anything, man. He's got the technical quality. He's got everything. Shout out Jerry's a United fan. Bro, I swear every London-based Man United fan, they're all the same, you know. Wells has still got it. Bro, 11 goals. I'd love to ask Tuchel. Tuchel's allowed to do what he wants to do. I just think he don't fancy Welbeck. I just think he don't fancy him. Rightly or wrongly, you just think either I'm not convinced. Because sometimes football is like that, bro. It just comes down ultimately, better yet, football is a funny old game of opinions. It genuinely is just a funny old game of opinions. I think he just doesn't fancy him. I think he fancies other players more. I think he doesn't personally believe Wells can fit into his ethos, which I think is a bit of a cop-out because Welbeck has played under a couple of them mad Brighton managers who play fluid systems. Liverpool could be in here. It's another corner. He played mad fluid systems. He played under Ferguson. He played under Wenger. He's experienced. He's been to a tournament before. He's an option left wing. And let's have it right. Like, nobody ain't really... The attack concern... I think England are due to crash out in it. The attack concerns me because away from Harry Kane, it's a bit mad because we know Saka, Palmer, Foden, they're all brilliant footballers. but their form shit. Is that going to go into the World Cup? Obviously, if Kane isn't quite doing the business on the day, there's no real plan B option in terms of an out-and-out striker. We know Wells is not going. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I'm not really rating that. I mean, Rashford can play up front. You're probably more convinced of his qualities left wing. What is going on there? That is horrible. 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 Horrible defending from Brighton. And as I said, Liverpool are back in. Left backs are the most important players on a football pitch. And Kirkes has ring true on that. That's why you're told to follow runners. Kirkes has simply just bought a raffle ticket and won the lottery. Very smart play from the left back. I don't know what Brighton are doing. It's a complete cock-up by their centre-half, I believe, Dunk. I mean, Liverpool players are even coming back from an offside position. This is why communication's key. Dunk's touch means Kirkes cannot be offside. Dunk's tried to head it back to the keeper. Again, you ain't got eyes in the back of your head. The keeper's obviously off his line. Kirkes is going to continue this run and make it. It's a cute little volley from a chip from the left back. Kirkes has done very well there. My 2-1 Liverpool shot is still on. Boy, Fabian, boy. I'm at work. I dropped in just to hate on Liverpool. Pay your penance. Appreciate you, man. Big up the 9-to-5ers and grinders. And yeah, man, Liverpool have got back in the game. This ain't going to be a successful hate along. Liverpool did concede first. Danny Welbeck struck initially for Brighton. 15 minutes from the end of the first half, Kirkes has drawn Liverpool level. And to be fair, I'm changing it from Liverpool 2-1. I'm going Liverpool 3-1, you know. I hope it's a game. 3-2 each way. Danny Welbeck's crying for that boy. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. They have found Kahagoglu. His ball-footedness is deceiving. Has he found a Brighton man? Why do I keep saying Brentford? He's found Gomez. Gomez. Can he deliver? Not sure what Gomez is doing there. He's even miscontrolled the ball. What the hell was that? He's found Dunk. Dunk. Need to get into the box. Instead, they've lost it. Florian Wirtz. What is Wirtz doing? He's still got the ball, but I'm not sure that was the right decision. Neither am I with that. And he's giving it away very cheaply. I mean, you've just got yourself back in the game. For someone of Florian Wirtz quality, that is a bewildering decision. Gomez aims to deliver. It's sent clear by Curtis Jones. And Wirtz tries to set Gakpo on his way. Van Hecke. This time, there's no mix-up between the centre-half and the keeper. Big up yourself, Matt, man. Big up DJ in the chat. I see Liverpool are doing a Liverpool again. My son is going to baseball registration today and just told me Reece James is his favourite player. Sad dad. Pray for me. Tell him to change that. 3-1 Liverpool called it early. Big up Karma. Getting effing lobbed with rushed skin fade. That's horrible, man. He didn't deserve that. But that's why as a footballer, you're told to follow the actions. Don't just sit on your heels. The thing is, like, I do think Liverpool win. We know Brighton will always give you a game. But they do shoot themselves in the foot. I have shot them themselves in the foot a lot this season. Can you look? You see Hazelwood for Brighton, yeah? You see Hazelwood for Brighton. Loosely, he looks like Zubimendi. Look at him properly. Loosely, he looks like Zubimendi. I can't lie. If I was a Liverpool fan, Jeremy Frimpong ain't done nothing bad, but I just wouldn't want him starting every week. Genuinely, I'd have enough of Cody Gakpo to the point where it does feel like scapegoating from me. He's just not my cup of tea, man. I used to rate him heavy. Remember you and Xavi Simons in the Europa League, I want to say. Europa League. I could be wrong. Could have been our first year back in the champs, but Europa League, you two played at the Emirates in blue kits and you played very well. And I remember Gakpo's done well for Liverpool, but he's just too frustrating, bro. Like, too frustrating. Kirkes, to be fair, as a left back, you did the right thing. What he's done wrong is you should be shouting at your goalie. Like, bro, do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? You're moving, man. Let me just hook it clear. DG, your parents must be proud seeing you on TalkSport. Mummy is proud of the guy, man. The work's not done, though, man. It's not as glamorous as it seems, man. Need to get 75k subs. Need to pattern up, man. Need to pattern up. We're doing good. But I have to demand more from myself and the DG Nation, people. We need to raise it. We're a good football team. We need to be a great one. Appreciate you, though, man. Just trying to take all these opportunities so that one day when they're gone or whatever, you could just say, you know what, DG was a real one, you know. You tried. Don't get my club at all. What do you mean by that, Wayne? Give us some Liverpool insight. Hugo Katike's, I assume, taking a shower and just sat back on the bench. Not sure what's wrong with him. But I'm sure Ancelot and the physios will talk about it after the game over the weeks to come. And it's upsetting for him, man, because you're having a deep... Okay, from a Liverpool point of view, the season is horrible. But from him, he's joined a big club like Liverpool, his second big club after PSG. And he's done all right. He's getting a France call up. We're aiming for the World Cup. Oh, is that a free kick, ref? Surely ref don't agree with me. And now, you know what? He's been injured, isn't it? Shabazz that. I'd rather France take Hugo Ekitike than Marcus Thuram. I don't rate Thuram one bit. You lot tried to gaslight me to rate Marcus Thuram. He's rubbish, man. Not rubbish, not rubbish, but come on, man. Really? The game we love, Minte. Oh, ref. There's hands, you know. Minte's getting into a bit of controversy there. Another one who Newcastle could deal with, but for whatever reason, it didn't bang there. I wonder if Newcastle fans ever sit there and think, imagine we kept Elliot Anderson. I know they had to sell him because of FFP and whatnot. But imagine they kept him and Minte. Where would they be? I know Alanga bagged 2 at the Bernabeu, but meaty. Absolutely meaty. 11 goals. And you know what? It's not the same with Mo Salah, yeah, but Danny Welbeck, as he's getting on, like he's had one of his best seasons has been as he's like his career's kind of winding down. Like you could argue last season, in terms of the output, the matchmaking, Salah's a bad boy. He's done it all in the Premier League. This is his first shit season. But last year, you could say that's like the most declining version of Salah. But in terms of individual output and the eye test and whatnot, that's one of his best campaigns. Danny Welbeck, it's not the same, but it's the same in that you're at the end of your career and you've had one of your most standout campaigns. Welbeck's had a very good career, man. And then I've always got an appreciation for Welbeck. You know, for the last 4 or 5 years, I've said we could still deal with you. And I've had to say sorry to you because when you signed for us, I've never been bad, man, but I was. When you signed for us, I remember it was out during the international break in England. We're training at Arsenal's ground. And I saw you and Jack Wilshere walking. I was praying to God the medical failed or something happened. By the end of your time here, I thought you was all done by, lad. I remember Arsenal injuries kind of fucked you, but you gave us the Leicester moment. You played left wing. It was weird, yeah, because them times, Santi Cazorla, Mesut Ozil, and Alexis Sanchez, it felt like them three were, like if there's 11 players out there, them lot are playing there for their own team. They'd always try and link up with Danny Welbeck. And I remember an interview from Danny Welbeck. He basically said Alexis Sanchez is snaky because he would always give me the pass so that I have to lay it back to him so he can shoot. I hear it, though. And actually, one aspect I feel Alexis Sanchez never got enough credit for at Arsenal, his playmaking and his footballing IQ. Obviously, he was pressing and whatnot, but you get the point. To be fair, Alexis Sanchez, beyond his ability, like under Arteta, you'd be a dream to play for. You know, you'd be a dream. I just wonder what would you lot think would be the better fit? Yeah, it could never happen, but you could argue like Alexis Sanchez, false 9 and left wing. Yeah, for Arsenal right now, like his false 9 season or what he was beyond that. Alexis Sanchez in his false 9 season, I'm sure he's got a hat-trick against West Ham, or a left wing. Which one would you take for this Arsenal front three? Because a part of me saying, you know what? Him false 9, Saka on the right, everybody else, we could make it happen. But him as a left wing, I'll safe. You got Warrior Hincapié down the left. You could even have Miles Lewis Skelly, and Lewis Skelly might have less defending to do because I thought he scored because of what Alexis would do. But the false 9, Arteta would love him. Absolutely love him. Big game for you Sunday, 100%. Praying to God the medical. Bro, it's hate. I'm not, bro, I'm a real guy. It was hate, bro. It was hate. I'm praying to God. And God forgive me, I'm praying to God that the medical failed. I was like, please tell me he's got a dodgy knee, something's wrong with his tooth. Please don't let it bang. But by the end of it, Welbs, I got time for you. Like, I want to say I might be capping either Anderlecht or Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. He had a good game. Or was it Galatasaray? There was a game, you was wearing like yellow vapors. You're a very good player, man. Welbs, I have time for you. There's a reason you've had a good career, man. There's a reason like you had a good career at United, you had a good career at Arsenal, you've been capped by the country, you've won 2 trophies, you're doing your thing at Brighton. You've done other things, man. Like even when you was on loan at Sunderland, they love him. Like they love him over there. I'm sure he went on loan to Preston. I might be making all of that up, but I'm sure he had a decent like relationship with their fans there. You'd love Welbs. He clearly like works hard, strong, not the best blessed technically, but good enough to play a little give and go, street smart. There's a lot to like about. On my life, I thought that was a football on the pitch, but it's actually it was Arsenal's head. But it's the bird's eye view. I was about to say, why is there an orange ball on the pitch and it's the back of Arsenal's head? Big him up, man. I'd take Welbeck now. Shameless. Welbeck left wing still starts for Arsenal Football Club. He better than Trossard. He better than Martinelli. Unless you're gonna say, you know what, apprenticeship thing, Dowman 1 year, you man are getting minutes just to get minutes. Bro, I'm having up front, I'm having that. Yokerez up there, Kai up there, Marino, bro. Do you know how much Bandulu things we could do? You could have Yokerez up front, Kai in the other guard role, Wells on the left. Bro, especially at this point of the season where we're just trying to get shit done. Run me that, man. Good defending by Frimpong. Him and Minte is a good little battle out there. I don't rate Frimpong one bit. But there's different tiers of not rating a player. There's a use for you in the squad. I just don't think you should be playing week in, week out for Liverpool. Like starting, you're a weapon. You definitely can be utilised in the squad. You in the final first, dangerous. Like I did. Minte. Pass one. Pass, bro. You're too honest. You need to go down. Personally, I thought you was fouled, but that's where you're too honest, Minte. You got to buy that one. That's what separates the good attackers from the great ones. You got to buy that. You're too honest. Unfortunately, honesty is not the best policy these days. 5 minutes to the end of the half. You don't need to wake up as well. What's all this about? Welbeck has been a sensational player. Bit over the top with sensational, but he's been cold, man. Alexis was special. Imagine, like, Alexis false. The only one that wouldn't bang in this team, yeah, Santi. Unpopular opinion, in terms of individual brilliance, yeah. If we just, obviously, there's, if we're just looking at the baller for what the baller was, yeah, Mesut Ozil's one of the best to have ever played for this football club, and definitely one of the best during the Emirates era. But if you were to ask me, like, the best players I've seen during the Emirates era, like, for my football club, let's kind of cut off now-ish kind of time, innit? Because, to be fair, all of the back five, Raya is the best keeper in the Emirates era. Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, the best centre-halves. Timber is better than Sagna, so you're the best right-back. Ben White over Sagna, I'm not too sure, but big up Ben. We'll give Ben his flowers. Left-backs. Our left-backs were meaty as well, man. So all the left-backs, even Miles Lewis-Skelly, it was all meaty. But yeah, like Nasri, Hileb, Arshavin, Jack Wilshere when he was in his pomp, Santi Cazorla, Alexis, Ozil, insert any player I've missed out here, yeah. I wouldn't take Ozil. If you could offer me all of them in their prime right now, I would take Ozil last out of Santi Cazorla, Alexis Sanchez. I'd have Nasri. Nasri left wing, we could work a trick. Because, again, the climate is not right for Ozil, bro. Ozil, it's long gone are the days where the other 10 players or 9 outfield players, excluding, like, obviously in Ozil's case, Ozil, you, man, do the working hard thing and you kind of do what you want. It's like you see it week in, week out. There's not a single Premier League player that's going to play for any Premier League club in this current climate if you're not prepared to work. Even Salah, yeah, cool. The burden defensively, the shackles last season were taken off a bit, but you still have to press and do all that kind of stuff. Curtis Jones, I'd have him at Arsenal. Hey, if you want to leave, give me a bell, man. For the squad, Frimpong, Bandulu, but he got past his man. Can he float it into the box? Not the best. What the hell was that? I dunked smoking weed today, you know. He's had that cock up for the first goal. I don't know why he's tried to chest it back to Van Broggen. Where's the awareness, lad? Why has he tried to chest that back to the keeper? And either way, the keeper's got to touch it. It would have been a corner anyways. Now, if you can see from this on the stroke of half time, it's dark. Donkey's bugging. Hey, Dunk's falling off, man. He used to be all right. Dunk's falling off. Shabazz to take this corner. Shabazz over any dead ball is kind of scary. It's not kind of. It is scary, isn't it? It is scary. It fully is scary. Liverpool have had 5 corners. Brighton have had none. I've had none, mate. So much good content on your channel. Just watch the TalkSport one. I'm going to watch more of the Cat Yarabel final preview. Big up, DG. Chris, my guy, you're far too kind, man. This is who I make content for, blood. Thank you. Appreciate that. Nice to know my efforts are not in vain. That's what man's trying to do, man. Why can't you all be like Chris? Is Chris a mod? Yeah, he is a mod. He is a mod. I might unmod him and remod him just for the sake of it. My guy. Rosicki was useful too. Left wing, right wing, cam. Yeah, Rosicki's capacity to get goals as well. Do you know what? Yeah, funny enough, with what the game's become now, I'd have Aaron Ramsey. He's gonna get goals in midfield. He's gonna, and if you got Zubimendi, who's had his best goal scoring season since he's come to Arsenal. Ironically, until the Champions League game, I kind of feel Rice wasn't running in behind and doing all that stuff. But you've got Rice, who's Liverpool almost just picked apart Brighton and capitalized on another mistake, but. You know, you got Zubi getting goals, quote unquote. You got Rice getting goals, Ramsey getting goals, and goals win games. You got that Kai could chip in, and obviously the attackers have to do that. Brighton, this is why you're told never play across your goal line. They got away with murder there. Murder. Imagine if we got Prime Santi and Alexis in this team, bro. The thing is, where do you put Santi? As dumb as it is, you have to make way. Someone has to come out of there. But Eze Odegaard, you got to take a back seat. Or you could even, because sometimes I would want to see Zubamendi and Santi in that pivot. I don't really want to get rid of Zubi and Rice in that pivot. So Santi, you know what to do in it. You play in that Odegaard role and just pull the strings. But we've seen many different Santi Cazorla was a Bobby Dazzler, weren't he, man? Like, we've seen so much versions of him. Like, the one I enjoyed the most is actually probably like as his Arsenal career was winding down and he was playing a bit deeper and just picking the strings. But you know, there was a time he played out wide, scored a cracking quote unquote finish against Liverpool. I remember when we had that Butters kit, the black and purple one. It's Butters, but it's not Butters. Yeah, and I think Diaby scored. He had a good game there. I mean, the last time fucking won at the Etihad, he bossed it. I'll always rate him because, again, safe travels to everyone going Wembley on Sunday. You know, one of the 2014 FA Cup, I was there with 2 goals down. Players look shook. I saw the smallest man standing the tallest, as I keep saying. He's doing all of this. And that freak, do you know what? With my own eyes, that's one of the best goals I've ever seen. Like, one of the best goals I've ever seen. That free kick. Because I just remember him before that telling everyone, yeah, listen, raise it. Put down the ball. I've seen him go. And you're hoping, like in real time, you're hoping it goes in. But to do that, great. Minte, Brighton, keepers flat, Mohamed, that's Billy. Big chance for Brighton goes missing. There's been 5 minutes of added on time, people. Got to remember, at the beginning of this game, it was delayed owing to traffic or some shit. Not the best of clearance by Kirkes. Yeah, man. Eze would have to get disarmed for that, bro. Eze, honestly, I see him as a Swiss Army knife, bro. I want you to be like, this ain't the right example, yeah, but I want you to be like Kevin De Bruyne or Phil Foden. And what I mean is, like, them man had seasons or times where they're shining everywhere. Like, I genuinely see Eze, especially now that the pennies kind of dropped. And I think many pennies have dropped. I think he feels confident in himself now. Obviously, goals and playing well and doing what we're doing has helped. Obviously, Palace fans told us about springtime. He starts to do his thing. He's doing his thing. I do think, yeah, and you could say it with a number of Liverpool players and players in general. I do think it's a lot to take in, signing for this club, social media. You know, it's not quite, I always say with Pep Guardiola, them kind of man, yeah, like if you're 25 plus, I say 25 plus because it's a reasonable time to be a professional footballer. Everything you think you know about football, a guy like Pep Guardiola, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Like everything that you've been told, I'm going to show you, it's all a lie. You're going back to school. It's not the same with Arteta, but I do think that's kind of the thing with Arteta and playing in midfield. And I do think it can be overwhelming. Like Declan Rice has said it a couple of times. I think he even reiterated it in another this season in an interview. He definitely said it in his debut campaign. Like he spoke about the midfield role, what Arteta wants, all that jazz. But he also said that Arteta sat me in a room and he's like, you're doing well, but you're not doing what I expect of you. You're playing 5 and 6 out of 10. I think you can go up the gears. So for a man that's been here for 6 months, been in and out the side, it's a lot to take in. But I do think the pennies dropped with Eze. And with that, I think you could be a Swiss Army knife, man. Of course, I want you to play in that Odegaard role 9 times out of 10. But if you can shell it down left wing in the 10, one thing I think goes over a lot of people's head here is Eze creates a lot from deep. Now, obviously, the game state ain't the best example because we was chasing it in it, but the Bayern Munich assist, you know, the Man City assist earlier on in the season, a couple of times when he's played with Martin Odegaard, like he'll be the guy to get off the centre half or get in the semicircle, play it between the lines. Then you'll see Odegaard, Timber and Saka get the ball. Liverpool could be in here again. I've got a lot of hope for Eze in that regards. Ooh. Brighton giving the ball away very cheaply. Verts, buy a raffle ticket, lad. He does, he hits the target, it's dead. Bro, thank you, Gent. I spud me, Gent, next to. He's a donkey, bro. In fact, let me be respectful. He's just dead. Thuram shit, bro. He's meaty. Like, obviously, he's not shit, but like, come on, man. They're saying 60-odd million buff for that. Just bring me the crook to you who done a madness yesterday against Man United. Bring me crook to you. Bring me the ball. There's things we can do here. And I told man all the time about that Italian league, bro. It's fraudulent. I'm telling you, it's bookie. It's bookie. It's a bookie league. Half the players that are Like you get guys, no disrespect, but you get players that are winding down in their careers, like they're 31, 32. They ain't really scoring goals in other leagues. They go over there, they're scoring week in, week out. Bare dead attackers signed for this in teams in this league, they don't bang. Bare guys that can't really score goals in the Prem, they go Italy, they start looking a bit healthier. And players in general. And some of it might just be it's your time, but I'm telling you that the level of defending in Italy is bookie, bro. It's bookie. Any shit attacker now in the Prem, if you're failing, go Italy, they'll love you. Kirkes, who scored for Liverpool, horrible first touch there. Hazelwood hooks it clear. He's probably giving it away there. He has. To be fair, good battling by McAllister. This ref is giving everything Liverpool, I must admit. Danny should be in the World Cup squad, but if you're not going to be called up in the last international break before the World Cup, where there's 35 players, yeah, myth. Like Max Dowman's not going, but Tuchel has said you can't rule out him being called up for the World Cup. He said it in jest. My point of saying that is not to gas Max Dowman. It's when has he said any of that around Welbs? He hasn't. So it's a myth. I'd have him. But it all depends, man, because you might take one less striker knowing that there's wingers that could play up front. It all depends how Tuchel's looking at it. Like, if you're honest with yourselves, the majority of these international... How many man can you take for the World Cup? 26, innit? I might be exaggerating, but granted, I would say every manager at international level, so that's Tuchel now, that's Ancelotti, that's Luis de la Fuente, that's Didier Deschamps, that's insert whatever manager here. Of the 26-man squad, you probably know, I would say 23. I'll even, you could say 20 to 23. I think 23. There's 3 wild cards. The 3 might be, I want to bring an extra attacker if we go to the latter stages. I want to bring another centre-half. I want another midfielder. This one's form, he weren't in my plans, but this one's domestic form. I might just call him up. I've had a change of heart. Cool, I don't want another defender. I might have to bring another attacker. Or this one, I've seen him up. Because that's what the 35-man squad is, innit? I want to see what these men are like in training, up close and personal. This one might look good. So now I'm going to bring him. And up front, like, I don't think, I don't know, but lads, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, innit? I don't want to be that guy, but I just think, one, England are older, a poor tournament, bro, because at the end of the day, you've got to a semi-finals of the World Cup, you've got to 2 Euros finals, you're due to stink out the gaff. And it's not that I don't rate the players, it's just, I don't really rate the collective defensive unit. Like, who is the left back? I rate Lewis Hall. It's nothing to do with his ability, because Lewis Hall be the one for me. International experience, when you're still wet between the ears, is a different ball game. To the point where you might have to bring Luke Shaw. I've been calling for Harry Maguire. Like, I think you have to take Harry Maguire. But who is the best centre-half partnership? Is it going to be Harry Maguire and Gurhey? You ain't seen that before. Is Stones going to be fit enough for the duration of the tournament? Is Reece James going to be fit enough for the duration of the tournament? Is there enough Stardust? Because someone like Trent, I think you need them kind of wild cards on the bench. He might not play a significant part, but there might be a game, it's cagey. You bring him on. We all know he can't really defend. He's got eyes in the back of his head. He sets Saka. It's nasty. Trent and Saka together. Or he finds Kane or something of that. So there's too many unanswered questions. Obviously, it's not Tuchel's fault, but I do wonder about the amount of games, no international break, and all those kind of things for the England players. Then I look at the likes of Phil Foden, Saka, Palmer. Now, you could have shit campaigns, but you could do well in the World Cup. But they're not really, like, apart from Kane, and I'd probably say Morgan Rogers. What attacking players at the moment are you screaming and shouting about? I do think he takes Noni because he likes him. I do think Eze's probably forced his way into the plans. I did think his was a knife edge. If it's not happening for Kane, who are you bringing on up front? Yes, you can put Rashford up there. You can do all of that. But who is an out-and-out striker? You're not taking Ivan Toney. You're not taking Danny Welbeck. Solanke, you're a decent player, but do we really believe in him like that? Really? And all the others, I'm not sure. You lot tell me, man. Tuchel picked Henderson, not gonna lie, white bro. I hear the experience thing, but it's dead, bro. Like, I know he's probably a good lad. He knits the man them together and that. He's only there to be a childminder, bro. He's just there to make sure everybody goes to bed on time. We're in America. People want to go strip club. Ease the sticks. There's plenty of experience, and I know experience is There's many ways to be experienced in it, because you could be like Yao Mao's experienced at the top level. Like, yeah, he's 16, 17. Don't forget what he's doing for Barcelona. You've been to the Euros. Saka, Rashford, these kind of men, they've been at tournaments before. All of them have been at tournaments before. If you believe in Jordan Henderson, great. But I'd hardly say, even if you didn't like Henderson as a footballer, he's not shelling it down for Brentford. Like, he's not raw, like his form's mad. The one I am looking at is Morgan Rogers, though, because Tuchel seems to like him. I don't think Tuchel's going to act up, but there's a chance he doesn't take Jude Bellingham. I'm not on that. Remember when Brighton was saying 100 M's for that Ferguson striker, dead food, hella dead food. So no one got zanged for once in the Prem. Injuries fucked him, though. They did fuck him. I rate Spain. They seem to have a system. He's been working with these players since 21s, so it's easy for them to gel and adapt as opposed to other countries because you know what you're getting with Spain. They've got the same, regardless of who's there, it's the same ethos. When they won the Euros, when they won the first Euros as well. Wait, no, I swear Spain did the mad thing. Like they won Euros, World Cup Euros. When they did that, it was a different manager. You know their ethos. You know how they play football. They've never got away from that. I think Germany have lost their way, but Germany's the best example. When they're under 21s championship, well, time is flying. I'm sure there was an under 21s championship. You had Mesut Ozil, Toni Kroos, I want to say Boateng, maybe Neuer. That kind of bracket of them kind of German players. You saw Thomas Muller. You saw how they progress. England don't have that. And there's a majority of reasons, bro. I think England take too long to bump man through the pathway. They always want to do this under 17s, under 18 stuff. I don't think we have a solid way of playing. I think we just copy what the in thing is, with the exception of Tuchel, great manager, but don't really know what to expect there. I just don't know. But then the funny thing is, I'm 30 years of age. Yeah, whatever I say about the current England sides that have been to the Euros and World Cups, you man have performed better than on paper better players. When we had Rooney, Lampard, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole, John Terry, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, the golden generation. What did you man do? You man never done nothing. And you lot were significantly more experienced, pedigree, all of that kind of stuff. All you lot did is nothing, and then come out after the tournament many years ago and say, "Oh, we couldn't play together because you had the Man United clique, the Arsenal clique, the Chelsea clique, the Liverpool clique, bro. You lot are not. That's a cop out, bro. That's a cop out. Because if man are winners, yeah, you link up for the greater good. Because again, every United side, every Arsenal side, every Liverpool side, all these guys, yeah. Who's to say these men were all friends, bro? Like, you don't know if Tony Adams and this one were friends or Roy Keane and this one were friends, but you could put your ego to the side and channel it in the right way because I might think you're a fucking cunt, but we need you. So that my thinking would be if all these teams, players feel like that, you need to do the same thing for the country, innit? Surely you need to do the same thing for the country. And I don't want to get all political about it, yeah, but you had Real Madrid. I remember when Real Madrid, Real Madrid are arguably still the biggest team in club football and the best team and all that stuff. But when they were in their pomp, oh yeah, the time is still running. Christian, appreciate you. When they were in their pomp, and Barcelona the same, where it didn't matter what club you supported, El Clasico was the most important fixture on the calendar list. Nowadays, no one don't care. If you miss it, it's not the end of the world. You watch the highlights. No one don't care. You got to remember what Barcelona versus Real Madrid is on a football level, but also what it signifies. Catalonia against Spain, as I said, not to make it political, but like Catalonia, you're the freedom fighters. Real Madrid, you're seen as like the mainland. They put their beef to the side. Obviously, ability plays a key part because people be all day talking about their quality, and it's the best way to talk about Spain's quality is actually probably not the men that played, and it's the ones that probably didn't get called up or were in and out of the side. They could put their problems to the side. England just love a cop out, bro. Like England love copping out. And I almost feel sorry for Tuchel, but not sorry for Tuchel. I don't think you've had long enough to be around these group of boys. I do think there's an element of too much experimenting, but you have to. But if I'm keeping it 100% true, if you don't win the World Cup, it's dead. It's not dead. I'm not saying you need to be sacked, but you haven't done anything. Whatever I think about Gareth Southgate and whatever you think about Gareth Southgate, them man have achieved a lot more than actually, ironically, Steven Gerrard is on commentary duty than that generation. And they've got to a semis and two Euros finals. So if you're not getting over the line, what's the whole point? And I think you should stick with Tuchel. Obviously, this is what I'm saying now. It all depends how it pans out, but you have to stick with Tuchel because at the end of the day, like, what other manager are you gonna get? We ain't got them unknown Spanish dons in the 20. My man don't want to see Lee Carsley as the gaffer. Call up all his friends. Like, the pipe dream for me is Pep Guardiola still. Because he'd always said, I want to manage at international level. Obviously, he's spoken about wanting to manage Brazil. I'm sure it'd be an honor to represent Spain. But away from the obvious that it's Pep Guardiola, bro, you spent years in England, your longest tenure. You know how to get the best out of your own players. You worked with City. You know about the qualities of the others. That would be the dream. Like, but that's not going to happen. So unless you're gonna get Pep Guardiola, it's a myth. Naturally, you know, Eddie Howe will be thrown into it. I wouldn't be against Eddie Howe. I don't think it will bang, but out of the British managers, who that Graham Potter's not saying nothing right now. I wanted it to go not too well, but well for Chelsea's Liam Rosiner, because we need these, obviously black as well, but we need those British coaches. It's a mess, bro. What is the British way of playing? Apart from get stuck in, blood, desire, all this stuff. What's the tangibles? Because you remove De La Fuente, Spain are going to play the same way, bro. There's some next Joe Blogs or Jose Boglins or something. That's just going to take that job. He might not win stuff, but they're going to play the same way. And I do think the British public are too name brand, bro. England fans are too stuck up on, we have to get Palmer, Saka, Foden, Maino, this one, Bellingham. We have to get them all in the team. Spain don't do that. Other countries don't do that. More times, some of the best players for their countries, 9 times out of 10, on the bench. It's done like Marino playing and whatnot. So, yeah, man. But we'll deal with the World Cup. I need to bust the stretches. Might as well show you the puff. Miami's are tight, man. He start going Pilates and that again. Liam Rosson, I'm sure he's got all the ideas, but his people skills suck. I say that lightly because I think your man management skills are good, but you can see the lack of experience. Like you've got all the, you can see when a man's done all the theoretical side, but you lack practical stuff at a top club. And granted, you're not going to get that until you obviously get the opportunity like Chelsea. You can't afford to turn that down. But yeah, man said El Clasico highlights, maybe Almao highlights. Facts. I remember when Spain won the World Cup, it was a bit controversial having so many Catalan players. The chat always has bare smoke for Saka. Man's handing out notes, 8-2 down with 10 minutes to go. And this is why I always say experience is overrated, but it can't be overstated because admittedly, I don't know who's part of his coaching stuff, yeah, but I've seen Pep Guardiola, these kind of men, they've got people, they've had people beside them that have been, maybe not achieved what they've achieved, but they've been in the game longer than they've been in the game to lean on for advice. This is what I mean by read the room. Now, granted, people are being a bit silly. If you've got some instructions you want to give out, then go and give them out. But at 8-2, bro, come on, bro. Liam Rosner reminds me of Conor Ben, always angry for no reason. It's the drugs, man. I like Curtis Jones, but I think Marino's better than two different players, man. Golden generation have some bookie managers. I think Tuchel and Ancelotti will flop in the World Cup. International management is harder, in my opinion. Less than that. I don't know about Tuchel. Ancelotti, we got things to win. Has Saka lost his hunger? Or is it still injury recovery problems? He's just playing shit, bro. Like, you're just in a bad run of form. I don't think the money, man, I'm not saying you, but man are doing, he's getting paid too much. He's married, he's getting married. He's not focusing on football. All of this kind of jazz. You're just playing bad. You're just playing bad. Get yourself out of it, Saka. It's as simple as that. And it needs to be tomorrow, bro, because to shut some people up, I'm with Saka to the end, to shut some people up, you're going to be captaining us tomorrow. Unless there's a miracle and Odegaard's fit and he starts, even if he is fit, would it be the logical thing to break up what Eze's doing? I don't know, but just pattern up. DG shouting out Gilberto Carlos, I respect it. P. Jermel, we're coming for you, always cheating. Did John Ant, your Man United, tell Ferguson to start paying his money? The rates went up. It went up. Because when you lot had a handball against us, when you did it against Palace, I never said that. As I always say with Arsenal, as frustrating as the decisions with the referees go, when it works for you, great. When it goes against you, you have to focus on what you can control. Football's a 90-minute game. Are you really trying to tell me you're just going to belittle it down to those 2-3-minute flashpoints that have shaped the game? It's a cop-out. It's easy. Don't worry, man. You'll see Maguire in March. When you lot playing again? When Man United playing? You lot got so many games coming up, man. Player of the year, Bruno Fernandes, 40 games a season. You lot got bare games coming up. When you lot playing? Swear down, you're not playing till my birthday. You're not playing till April the 13th. God, please, can they lose to Leeds on my birthday? Please, that's a Monday. Please, please, I need this. I need this. I need this. On a real one's birthday, please, please. Woo. Man, them are not playing till April, you know. Dark. 13th. Dang. You lot be safe out there in the Man United streets, man. Sanchez left with Wiz unplayable. Shout out Mascara, my boy, for getting the Spain call up. I wonder if the Colombian FA tried enough there. After Eze got benched for a while, I really thought it was over for him. So happy things have turned around. Looks like a confidence player. Let's go. I'm hate watching. Come on, Brighton, says Schema. Where's Marcel? Marcel's done a runner, bro. We ain't seen him for time. He'll be back, though. He'll be back. Big up DG. You got Abby rattled. She brings nothing. Nah, she brings stuff, man. AFC, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But someone's got to stand up for us, eh? Someone's got to do it. It's not banging for Trent at Madrid. There's no place like home. Remember that. Yeah, but even if it don't work out, Real Madrid, if I'm Trent, I'd rather go, bro, because what would you rather do? I went like with Eden Hazard. I went Real Madrid and it didn't work out. Or in the back of my mind, I know I wanted to go Real Madrid and I never went. And when I'm retired, I'm retired. And what's the worst that could happen, bro? Like at the end of the day, you're still playing for a big team, competing for stuff. You're gonna win stuff, and you're getting money, bro. And you're living your dream as a footballer, bro. Like you've won it. You come through Liverpool as a boyhood Liverpool fan. I know people will try rewrite history, but you've come through Liverpool as a Liverpool fan. You've won everything there. You've had some great moments. And you're going to the biggest club in the world. Can't begrudge. Like when it's all said, you can't begrudge a man for that. And I think he will return to Liverpool one day. You never know. He might come back when he's kind of past it and sign for an ex-Prem club, because a lot of players have done that. And it's completely off topic here, but I was randomly thinking about this today. Yeah, it feels a bit surreal that Aubameyang played for Chelsea, though. Like it feels like that never happened. I don't know why I was thinking about that randomly today, but yeah. In tournament football, you need moments players. Tuchel is missing a trick leaving Trent out. I'm with that because I agree. I think it's you got to do the tactical thing and tactical approach, but like football to a degree is illogical, and it's moments are done like that. Whole Prem United to back United against PGML, real recognized real. That's good for you, look, man. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about you beat Arsenal at the Emirates, even though you forgot that we beat you lot. I don't care about you lot's Bruno Fernandes, player of the year. You lot go do that in the barber shops and the bookies and that. My team, we're getting our suits ready for Sunday. We've shown you we pressure the Haringey Borough. We've shown you we run North London. A lot of people think Northwest London and North London, Northwest was where Wembley is, are the same. We're just going to have to show you we run the city, innit? We moved to them. So I'm not even calling them. They're not even Chelsea, bro. It's Fulham Broadway. We're in Chelsea's that we beat them Utes up. We beat you lot up when you come round here. Fair enough. You got a little 3 points. We run this league. We run this city. We run this borough. You know what my club does, innit? Let's just keep calm. DG, you know Jamaica versus New Caledonia is at 3 a.m. on Friday. So our first of 2 legs, man. We're going to beat them, deal with Congo, go out in the group stages at the World Cup. But remember I said this, we're going to beat Portugal. 100%. Smash the like button if you haven't. Second half soon begin. Brighton will kick off. Because Liverpool obviously kicked off the first half. Are we starting? Yes, there we go. DG, nowadays, if a player doesn't get a goal or assist, people think it was poor. Saka against Leverkusen was good. Created 2 big chances with a Trossard with a pullback and a few deliveries to Gabriel. It was a better game from Saka. It's a better game, but it weren't one like, oh, wow. But what I would say to Saka is things can change very quickly, innit? Like, people are on Eze. Now they love him. Gabriel Magalhaes, a bit different, but he weren't always playing safe in his Arsenal career. Gyökeres is finding his feet. Attackers, you're not going to have your best standout individual seasons, but this could be your best ever season for Arsenal to date, really, where you win silverware. So if anyone wants to somehow get into a bit of form, do your thing. And like we said, moments. We don't ask for some moments, you know. Put the ball in the back of the net. I trust my defence. I'm a bit nervous about the first half against City. Second half, I think there'll be big things. But ultimately, football's decided at both ends, innit? Put the ball in the back of the net. And I can't necessarily say 100% I always believe in our attackers. Shabozla, can he find the Liverpool shirt? Find Jeremy Frimpong. First touch was poor. And Minte's on it. It's a decent battle between them two today. Minte's gone back to Kalagoglu. Really rate his ball-footedness. Curse to the commentator because I don't rate the pass for him. People understate how much, pardon me, Fergie being around has impacted United over the years. Wenger did the right thing, giving us space. I agree and disagree because I think Man United haven't moved on from Fergie. Fergie's moved on. Like, it's the reports you see, they keep asking him for advice. Like, they keep wheeling him out at the games. Man United need to remember, as you know, time moves on. There was a Man United before Alex Ferguson. There's a Man United after him. And right now, listen, there's no, obviously, learn from things that Ferguson did, but you need to move away from that ilk. We're dealing with Congo, bro. Man ain't scared of these mama and guy youths, bro. Congo's dead, bro. Your kit shit. Your girls are nice. Your food's nice. And, you know, it's all banter. One link. But come on, Congo, man. Stick to the dancing, man. Don't worry. All my Congolese cousins, yeah, is cool, bro. You lot can get your crocodile crepes for the parade. You're not rolling World Cup. If you lot beat us, I'll rally the way. What is it you guys say? Mama and guy. Danny Welbeck's been subbed. Injury has robbed us of many a great player. Hope Saka isn't either. What's good, Boston, man? Trent is a liability. England have enough moments, players. Yeah, I disagree. He is a liability, but then he could go win you a game. And Trent's one of the best moments players we have. Free kick, decisive moment, link up play, them passes, bro. Trent, like for me, Reece James, Reece James is playing the majority of the tournament, but there might be a game where chasing it, we might gamble and take off Reece James. Trent plays one of those mad passes, cuts the whole opposition out. Kane puts it in the back of the net. I disagree. I think Trent has to be on the plane. I think there's certain men that just have to be on the plane. Trent was one of them. You could say I'm doing the name brand thing, but and even that as well, what I said about Palmer, Saka, Foden, their form. Bellingham's been injured as well. But I think you have to take Trent. You have to take Saka. You have to take Palmer. He's moving shit, but you have to take Foden. You have to take Reece James. You have to take Harry Maguire. I know Maguire's name doesn't sit with them, but yeah, it's TalkSport run by a Spurs fan. I don't know who owns TalkSport or runs it, man. But the producer supports Bristol City, actually. Or the producer of the goal show that you see me on is a Bristol City fan. Golden generation, don't try to open their opponent up first before they attack. They played Scholes, Pirlo on left wing with a team full of James Milners and Carrick, Pirlo on the bench. It's jarring, bro, because even that, they didn't rate Carrick. Carrick weren't rated like that. But this is what I mean about the name brand thing. As much as Paul Scholes is great, bro, if you can't get him in the team, you can't get him in the team. Like, put him on the bench, put people that have good relationships. Long ball forward by Brighton. Minte, is he in here? Shabozla is my Liverpool player of the season. Not that I've got any skin in the Liverpool game. Minte does well to actually find a teammate. Who's this? Don't know. Random Brighton done. They've given it away. McAllister had a poor season, man. His first real poor season in a couple of years. Surely Florian Wirtz is offside there. He's not. What can he do? He's going to have to do it alone. Florian Wirtz tried to pick a pass. Van Hecke's read that well. That's poor from Wirtz. Yeah, man. Get out of it. Up front now, man. Man said Congo, bro. Put the Entaba on, bro. Put the Entaba on. Put the Entaba on. Who's winning the World Cup? Brazil. I can't lie, though. If I had to put money, I just think Spain. You know, I do think France. You can't go wrong with saluting France. It's Deschamps' last tournament. But I feel France might flatter to deceive. I can't look beyond Spain. My unpopular opinion is the South American teams are going to do well. And when I say that, obviously Brazil, Argentina, I'm more thinking the Colombians and them kind of teams. I do think they're going to shock a lot of people in this expanded World Cup. And we will be doing hella watch-alongs for that. So make sure you're there. Spain stronger. DG spitting. If you can't get into the team, don't force. Applies to side girls also. Argentina win the World Cup, I think. I don't want them to, man. Shout out Messi, but they're just bastards, really, innit? If I'm honest. I mean, Trent don't have to get picked for this squad. He needs to be going to the World Cup. But I do think Trent's one of those. It's in the balance, man. It's in the balance. You're not 100% nailed on to be rolling World Cup. If I think someone's 100%, I think Anthony Gordon's nailed on. I think Konza's nailed on. Another name just evaded me, people. I think Noni's nailed on. And I think Morgan Rogers is nailed on. Because I just think Tuchel likes them, rightly or wrongly. I think they will be there. Arsenal 2, Man City 2. So he said extra time penalties. K, appreciate you. Wirtz is weak, gives me Fabio Vieira vibes. Not quite Fabio Vieira vibes, but I just think for Liverpool, like, it's square pegs in round holes. Obviously, these players have to address what they're doing and they have to take responsibility. But Slot is obviously today he's had to change things because of Hugo Ekitike, but players are playing everywhere, bro. You've had guys that are not sixes, maybe more so last season, having to play sixes. Shabozla's having to play right back. Wirtz is playing here, there, and everywhere through the great shot by Brighton, by the way, in the shot, and they have a corner. Wirtz is playing everywhere. Hugo Ekitike playing everywhere. There's not enough relation. Liverpool haven't done the unglamorous things, innit? It's all the relationships. You've lost. Oh, how Brentford? Brighton. Stop saying Brentford. Brighton, how have you not scored that? They've not replaced or replicated in any ways the relationship Salah and Trent had. The midfield's a mess. The defensive ethos from front to back's a mess. half the goals Liverpool concede, somebody's not following runners, someone's switched off. There's too many gaps between the centre halves and midfield. These are all things that are on the training ground. So that is where I'm with Slot. I do think they'll be better next season. Like, clearly, is that when the time's right, it's going to be a success. I don't know if Bucks will be a success in it. Because I do think there's taxes that goes against him. But then even that, like, decision-making from Verts is pony on occasion. Hey, DG, love your content. Appreciate you, especially your banter with Abby. What signings do you think we need for the summer? Fazzy? Well, if it's up to me, absolute priority. Like what I think there's two that we can't end the transfer window now. You have to get another midfielder. You 100% need another midfielder. 100%. 1,000,000%, because you need to be able to rest Rice and Zubimendi on occasion, and you need to have a different option there. So I'd even say 2 centre mids if you're not going to put Lewis Skelly there. A left wing. Like, come on, big up Berta and what we did, yeah. We got 8 signings last season, but we know it should have been 9. The left wing thing can't go on. Granted, if you sell them, then it is what it is. But if you've got Martinelli and Trossard and Eze, you technically could go out there, and Madueke could go out there, and if he's still here, Jesus, there's many players that could do a job. But we need that guy, bro. Like, the left-hand side needs to be nailed on. So, for me, left wing, centre mid. Personally, I think we need a right back. Because I don't know, I'm not comfortable with it being next season will be a third season where we're running Timber into the ground. We've done that to Ben White, really and truly. I think we might try to move Ben White on. So if you could get another, ideally a Timber Tomiyasu kind that could play across the back 5, why not? We might need a backup goalie, because I just think Norgard's going to leave, especially if we win stuff. And I think Kepa, purely because they could probably get their careers are winding down, and they could probably play week in, week out elsewhere. And if they've won something at Arsenal or won stuff in other places, they're doing all right. My unpopular opinion would be a striker. Like, Julian Alvarez is too good to turn down if there's an opportunity. If that really is anything beyond paper talk, I'd go and do that. I know he could play on the left, but you and Gyökeres could fight it out. Or if you could get, like, we've been linked with the Bayer Leverkusen striker. If you could get a young guy that could be rotated in and out, I'm all for that, man. DG, you're going to go Spurs games when they go down and the tickets are like £10. Why not? Start making trolling vids. I'll pop a sit there. Like, oh, where fuck is she? On my old phone, I used to have one, you know. I went to a Spurs game, under 21s. And I'm just going, oh, we're so shit. Where's the trophies in the stadium? We have Marino, MLS, Norgard as depth already. You can never have too much depth. You've seen it already. MLS could probably go out on loan. I just said I think Norgard's leaving. Marino, you're right, but really, and I'm sure Arteta's right there, but you really believe in that on a consistent basis? It's more in centre mid, you find the upgrade and depth becomes a natural byproduct. Like, we've been linked with Tonali, we've been linked with a number of centre mids. David Olsen, all them guys said we're looking for a centre mid. If you can get someone that's on par or in theory better than Rice and Zubi, then you've got them 3, and then you've got all of that. Oh, Brighton! Offside, surely offside. Surely offside. They have put the ball in the back of the net. Surely offside. Even Wells knows it. Surely it's technically 2-1. We hope and pray. Is it I don't know. I think that's offside. The shirt's not coming off yet. They've said go. As I said, this is poetic. Did I not just break down Liverpool's problems defensively? I don't know. I don't trust it. Okay, the ball's coming. Minte, we've talked he's having a decent game. That's a ball. Oh. The man there might be on side. Talk to me, people. Is it smash the like button? Is it on? Is it off? I don't know. Big up Zubamendi's cousin Hazelwood. Once again, look at that Hazelwood guy and tell me him and Zubamendi are not related. Look at him properly. I don't know. Even Wells, man. I don't know, man. It's looking fugazi. Wells' reaction gives it away. He's like, I don't know. I'm offside. I man them celebrate. I think it's off. Now Masia keeps reducing some centre mids with good legs. Left wing, centre mid, right back, maybe a striker. I hear that. What about Jesus? I think Alvarez or a young talent striker to rotate Gyökeres, Havertz. I think we're kind of at Jesus' mercy, because for me, I do think the club want to move him on. He's on P's or whatnot. Maybe he wants to go and play first team football. But then I could understand if Jesus says, you know what, I've been at City before. There's been bare competition. I'm old enough and mature enough to be vexed about the fact that I'm not playing week. Yeah! Wells at the double! It stands. This is successful hate along. Oh, Danny. Oh, man. Football's fixed, man. Football's fixed. You knew Danny was saying something against Liverpool, being an ex-Man United man. And you know what, Danny, if I was the manager, I'll tell you, be careful. He's jumped over dunk. 12 goals for Danny Welbeck in the Prem. Hey, this is Spud me. This little kid is the realest little kid I've ever seen on TV. The Brighton fan. He's going a long way. He's doing this. Hey, man. Hey, big up your dad. He's teaching a little shit house. I love that. I love that. You're gonna go far. You're gonna get all the girls in school. But I've even lost track of what we're talking about. Oh, Danny's on fire. But yeah, Gabriel Jesus' mercy. He might sit there and say, you know what? I'm old enough, I'm mature enough to put my ego to the side. Yeah, I want to play more and I want to do all of these things, but I've been at City before where you have to be mature about things. The gaffer likes me because that's one thing. I think from a club point of view, like more better, right? He's on 200 odd grand a week. Marino's ahead of him. We brought in Gyökeres. Kai's ahead of him. We can maneuver, like there's some wiggle room there. But from a sporting point of view, he's clearly not disruptive. He's clearly got some quality because Arteta likes him. And one thing, luxury that I think is afforded to everybody in our squad and everybody in general is this season has shown like you can never have too many players in it, even with all our depth. But what if he says, as I said, he's comfortable here, he's got a family there comfortable, he might want to run down his deal. Again, people want to say these men are money men and whatnot. You're not getting these wages anywhere else. So he might just want to run down his deal, collect this piece and keep it moving. He might believe he might be sitting there thinking, I can take Gyökeres' spot. I'm not scared of Julian Alvarez if we sign him, etc. So we're kind of at his mercy. But for me, I think Gabriel Jesus is a priority. I think if we're serious and Berta's doing his thing, but like if there's one area we need to start doing better is sales, innit? And just clearing up. We know we're not going to bring in no real bread for Gabriel Jesus, but you got to clear Gabriel Jesus' wages off the books. You got to move on Fabio Vieira. I love Reece Nelson, but you got to move on. You have to move on Reece Nelson. Obviously, there's probably a couple of others. I think the club would be open to seeing what they could do with a Ben White. It'd be interesting to see what we do. Maybe not this summer, but in general with Kai Havertz and Odegaard, especially as at some point, not anytime soon, but Max Dowman 1 year, if they're developing, there might be pathways that need to be brought. Eze might make that his own road. There might be some other players that Arteta wants to bring in, and you get where I'm going, innit? Minte could be in here again. Can we get a third? No, we can't. Gravenberch. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Smash the like button. Ryan not playing tomorrow. He got a newborn. The man has not been sleeping. But go to sleep, bro, and play. Because we don't know when we're going to be in a final again. At the very minimum, you're going to be a father for the rest of your life. That's surely a yellow card for Frimpong then, ref. Not even making it obvious. That's got, all right, cool. Jesus managing to keep fit is a bonus, makes it easier for him to move on. We might even do the Bandulu, like you go out on loan, they pay the majority of your wages or some significant, even if they pay 30% of your wages, is better than 100%. What is going on? Big up the 9 to 5 and the builders, man, but you make it too much. Nice. Big up you, he's an honest man. I'd love to do that. I ain't giving my hands. They always say, gamble responsibly. They always say, gamble responsibly. Gambling, the house always wins. And it seems like for Arn and Liverpool fans, they just can't step away from the slot machine. Come on. The Black Peter jury, smash the like button. All right, come on. You know what? Show Shabazz guy how it's done. Brighton have a free kick in a dangerous area. I beg you bins this. Come on, man. We don't know this keeper. Who's this? What was the United done? I swear I went on a date to a seashore bar and he sold me some seashore. That's the internet. Come on, Gomez. South American thing. Let's go. Oi, man. Mental. Oh, good save. I thought he was going to do a madness, lad. Thought he was going to do a madness. Big up Wells, man. That guy. Man said I'm doing the essay celebration. Jesus Wash. It breaks my heart. He's rubbed, man. United and Arsenal legend right here. Don't beg it. Don't beg it. Because Wells done his best to sponsor us winning the league. But Welbeck, you think I don't know, especially in this form, when we played Brighton, you was not trying to score. He loves it. Welbeck's been slapping it on Man United. He shouts out Fergie, slaps it on you lot. Mayno, Bert will be in touch. Cody Gakpo, that's a ball if it gets there. Frimpong is quick. Van Broggen is quicker. He gets a touch. Shabazz like, can you bring it down? He heads it. I relax. Tranquillo. Wells. Protect it, Calacogi. Doesn't worry. They're bringing on Rio and Gomorrah. These are the sort of games he helps snatch an equalizer or something, man. I'm seeing news. We sign players whenever opportunity provides. That kind of signing is hard to make it work with our squad. It's like we sign whoever is available and not what we need. Jarring. Where is Marcel? Before he was the main person on the chat. Now he's gone. He's gone. Brighton and Liverpool draw. Andy, focus. He looks on. DG, with Big Gabby's age, who would you get as a replacement for left centre back? We don't need to worry about no replacement for Big Gabby, bro. My man's 28 or something. He's calm, bro. There's years in the legs. It'd be interesting to see, like, not just at left back, but Calafiori and Hincapie's development at centre half, innit? Because a bunch of our players can play centre half. But apart from Mascara, I don't really rate Calafiori as a centre half. I don't really rate Hincapie as a centre half. Like, I think they're great left backs right now. I think you're very good centre halves. Timber as well. I think you're a better fullback, personally, regardless what you do for Holland. So, yeah, man. Need a centre mid with legs. I couldn't tell you the profile, but if you could get me a Santi Cazorla guy that always wants the ball, can dictate the tempo. If you can get me, I know Rice is an 8-6 hybrid, but like if we just pretend he's just a 6, if you could get me someone that can do what Rice does, but even to 50% of what he could do, I'd be cool with obviously the existing options and that. Curtis Jones, I genuinely thought he scored. Good save by Van Broggen. If we need to, Alvarez, would we need to move on Jesus, Havertz, etc.? We probably need to move. Any talk that comes out about Arsenal needing to sell, it's not because these same articles tell us we're in a great financial place. We don't need to do that. It's just how we operate. And to be fair with you, if I am the Cronkies, away from what we want to do, the best players want to win trophies, there is a need for us to make more bread, get the wages under control, which we've been doing. Get some of these players, easier said than done, off the wage bill and start to make some bread on sales. I can't lie, the camera angle, I genuinely thought there was an equalizer there. Van Broggen's been having a good game. He made a good save before. It's a bit of a shaky hand from this corner, but it's a hand regardless. My 9, Glocker is going to show the world tomorrow. He's built for it. It would be lovely for him to do it, because he scored against Chelsea in the semi-finals. It'd be nice for Eze as well, because that would be his 3rd time at Wembley winning in a row. Obviously, in terms of a good performance and winning, it'd be nice for it. Wouldn't change many people's thoughts, but like people would shut up a bit if Saka turns it on at Wembley. It'd be just nice to get the trophy over the line. Header by Liverpool. McAllister, for someone not the tallest, he does not the best header of a ball, but he does get up for them. Elliot Anderson is nailed on. Another nailed on. I think him, Gordon, them kind of man, they've taken their chances when Tuchel's brought them into the fold. So, yeah, man, I'll make you right on that one. Barella would have no legs for Prem. I disagree. But Barella's a non-story, man. Them kind of man, they don't want to leave Italy. To be fair, I thought that about Tonali. Krupti is the most realistic option. Bro, bring him. The only thing he's going to cost peas. They got him for 12 million. He's going to cost peas. And you know what? For Krupti, it wouldn't be the worst thing staying at Bournemouth for a year or two, earning your chops and then keeping it moving. Bro, that guy can play up front, on the left, in a kind of dodgy kind of 10 role like Ariot. I always look at every team plays intricate systems, but the way Bournemouth play gives me confidence that you would fit Arsenal like a glove. Still think you've got consistency issues. Like, obviously, to be expected. You're young, innit? But, yeah, very talented. I don't think he's a one-season wonder, man. Like, some of you that are regulars on my channel, I was waxing lyrical about him at Lorient. Is that how you say it? Lorient? Trying to think. Smash the like button. Doing his thing at Bournemouth. I think it's best to just stay there. I rate Rio and Gomorrah bare, bro. Bare. I rate him bare, bro. Like, I rate him bare. I think him and Max Dowman, I think them lot, they need to play above their pay grade, if that makes sense. Because when you go watch, like, I guarantee if you go and watch what he's probably been called up to the under 21s, under 20s, under 19s, he don't help them. Because I remember the under 17s Euros, Max Dowman and Rio for England, they're running the show, but they're looking like young players with bad habits. So what I mean by that is they're doing what young players do. You're taking on everyone, you're overrunning it, you're doing all of that kind of stuff where you need to be outside your comfort zone, where you're playing against grown men. I need to pass, I need to shoot. Liverpool season's been poor. It's not quite been Arsenal's where we finished 8th, but I always think when players are not doing, significantly more experienced players are not doing their jobs and whatnot, the young players are the ones you have to play. I've seen it many times at the club. Now, of course, he's not going to turn it on a lot. And there probably is a degree of, people don't want to consider it, but managers have to cut the track. Minte, please, no. Dead. Managers have to manage egos. It's easier to leave these young bulls out than guys that have been signed for X amount that are going to get on the phone to their agents. I wonder if that opportunity, Van Hecke's been fouled, if that opportunity by Minte is going to come back to haunt Brighton. Could have been 3-1. It's not 3-1. Yeah, we'd have Havertz, Gyökeres, and then Crocty. Jesus is gone regardless. Javi Guerrero, I'm kind of gone off the ball with him. Stuart, one love. I think Arteta could do an Odegaard with Camavinga. We forgot how prodigiously talented that guy is. I'll bring Camavinga, but you know Arteta might do some foolishness and put him left back. Something he's done for Real Madrid. Barella wouldn't fit our system. Arteta's philosophy is about dominating the opposition physically. I think you're being a bit disingenuous to Barella there. Fabian Hasrell has been yellow carded. Oh, does he stop moaning? Even though your team's winning. Why are you crying? You're always crying. You're 30 years of age or managing in the Premier League. You're big. What are you moaning about? You're getting peas. Your team's winning. Calm yourself down, man. I get anxiety. Relax, bro. I do it in Football Manager all the time. Oh, that's a ball. Gomez. Oh, Van Dijk at the nick of time, or that would have been 3-1. Game started to open up a bit in this with just over 20 minutes. Watch Maino last night. Good on the ball, but runs like he's in a tree called no thanks. I disagree, man. I think there's obviously a lot of things Maino has to improve. I definitely think Man United fans gas it. I think with Kobe Maino, yeah, you're never going to get your flowers. You're like and I say this subjectively, you're like a Spanish midfielder. You're a bit like how I view very different player, but Adam Wharton. You, man, are never going to get bare assists, bare goals. And you need to get more, but you're never going to get bare assists, bare goals. You're not going to look amazing in the highlights. You're not going to do no Gerrard screamers and whatnot, but you're very good. You're very good footballers. He can improve that kind of stuff, but sometimes your running style and all of that, like I look at Eze, look at Ozil, sometimes that shit just goes against you. I'm having Maino. I think Maino's cold. Deceivingly strong. I say deceivingly strong. You look at him, he's probably about 6 foot, but on the TV, it don't look it. It's like Max Dowman. He don't look 6 foot and growing at 16. He don't look 6 foot on TV. You probably think he's my height, 5'8". Does Matoma have any minutes in him? Matoma's gone off the ball. He's on the bench. He's gone off the ball, isn't it? I wonder if Brighton he's a very good selling club. I wonder if they regret not selling him for 60, 70 million, however much it was to Saudi. Everyone's got a price. Ever since it came out that he done a uni degree about dribbling, like everyone's clocked his thing in it. DG, you need to do more gal talk with Bants, always cracks me up. Hey, we'll do, especially during the international break when this season's done. Liverpool and United dying in the same week. Can't lie, we have to keep it humble. But if we win on Sunday, Man United fans, stay away from our platform. Trouble, appreciate. Jesus for Rodrigo would have been good, but that ACL. No, my thing, Mika, Guts in Trossard out. The Ajax lad, is he the truth though? Because I like what I see, but is he the truth? Like, admittedly, you don't know me. I'm the young connoisseur, youth connoisseur. I love to see development talent, but you see where we're at now and what we're doing. I'm a bit impatient. I'm getting a taste for this right now business. Like, I kind of just want right now players. Like, are you on this today? Poor clearance by Liverpool. Brighton feel like they could get a third. I'm on this like right now. I want Rodgers so bad, but you ain't got 100 million. Forget in die if the price is right. I got 50 million for you, Everton. Plus a 10 million in bonuses. Maybe a young player on loan. If you want any more, I can't do it, man. For the right price, slightly out. Belemba's coming on. Probably not the profile Arsenal need, but I take him. I was going to say another player, man. There's a player I'm missing out. It's kind of the same logic. Rafael, I got 50, 60 million for you. And I don't really want to get to 60. I got 50, 60. Anything more than that. If he goes somewhere else and he succeeds, then fair play, innit? But yeah, man. Engelmo's a bad boy. Absolute bad boy. Kepa is locked in and hungry. Raya is hungry as well, bro. Whatever keeper goes out there, I got all the faith in the world in you, but there's nobody's giving me a footballing reason as to why Raya should play over Kepa. Kepa should play over Raya. So it's unfair in the club, and we ain't been in a trophy. We ain't had a sniff at a trophy in 6 years. You're playing Man City. Are we? If I ask you at the beginning of the season, if we got to any finals and to name your best 11, you're gonna say Raya. Raya's been at Chelsea, he's been at Madrid, he's been in these goalkeeper situations. He has helped us along the way. So what? One man's feelings has to be spared for thousands and millions of thousands that are traveling, millions across the world. And Arteta is damned. Don't get just I've got faith in Raya, but he's damned if he do, damned if he doesn't. If we lose, even if Raya's had a great game, he should have played Kepa, etc., etc. I don't want to hit because everyone loves to talk about sentiment or we shouldn't be sentimental and all of this, but man, are doing sentimental things. That's the way Kepa should be playing, bro. And he's old enough as well. Mitoma's coming on, by the way. I'd still maintain the same thing, but if it was a young Tommy Setford that's played everywhere and he got dropped, not even that it's wrong or right, I would have said, oh, Kanate almost got caught lacking. He's done well. It's definitely not a pen. I would have had a bit more sympathy. Whoever goes out there, do the job. And also, my thing with Kepa is we lose a lot on the ball with you versus Rout. Ngomo was on the ball here. Great turn. Surely a free kick. A lot of decisions seem to be going in Liverpool's favour. Are our rivals experiencing their banner errors? It feels like it's their time. Hopefully. Not playing Raya is a bit of a handicap. And I know people are going to say they're going to go with Trafford. Trafford, in 2026, Trafford is a way better keeper than Kepa. Come on. Marcel's running, man. You're the same guy saying we need to fight Kvaratskhelia or Doué before they bang. It's true. I do say that. Mike Gotts is that profile. Man wants to ignore and make up your mind. No, if you can get it done, get it done. I'm just saying, side note, apart from me just on this right now thing. Allow it. I'm not the one making the decisions. All right, bring him, come. Because if it don't work, I'm coming to you, you know. I'm coming to you, social joys. If the first 6 months are stingy, yo, bring him. Because even that, really and truly, there's not a left winger that convinces me. I like a lot. Like you, Anthony Gordon, I like you. I'm 100% convinced. Nico Williams, I don't like you because you take everyone through the houses. But if Arteta likes you, cool. Rafa Leao, is what it is. Who else we've been? Kvaratskhelia, we've been linked. He'd be perfect. We know we're not doing that. Doué, we know we're not doing that. To the point where, obviously, if you could bring that Mika guy, great. I'm at the point now where you look at out-and-out inside forwards or left wingers. Van Dijk speaking of left wing with a great bit of dribbling play here. Kirk is doing shitness and lost it. I'm at the point now, I'd rather us just go by Morgan Rogers or someone like that. People that are not necessarily left wingers, but they'll play out there. Might as well just take the bread and do that. And die for the right price, man. Bacola. I like Bacola, but a lot of fans would be frustrated with him. And we've already got Martinelli and Madueke. And I'm not saying Ngomoa skips past one Brighton man, tries to skip past another. And that's where the young man's thing stopped. I don't really like signing players, yeah. Especially, like going back to what Social Joy said, yeah. If we're going to take risks, yeah, I'd rather us go for people like the lad at Ajax, where you're at the start of your career, you're a bit of a blank canvas. I don't really want to keep, big up Noni, but I don't want to, Minte's coming off. I don't want to sign another Noni Madueke where you are significantly experienced. You joined my club off the back of playing for Chelsea, being an England international, etc. And when we sign these kind of man, yeah, we always start conversations with when Arteta can get something out of him. When Arteta, I don't really want that. So I'd rather go for the lad at Ajax. You're young. If he don't bang, provided we don't get zanged for a fee, if he don't bang, shot him. What? There's no one in Brazil. Bournemouth, Rizat Ryan. But just do the signing thing, man. Because as much as we're looking around and we can't really find household names, not for us. We're armchair experts and 9-to-5ers and whatnot. You, man, have thousands of bits and pieces of footage, of information, even down to internet. Today's now and again, attackers, they're going to look at the amount of times you've actually pressed, like you've pressed your fullback. It's not just about ability. They analyze the body positionings you receive. Like you look at Pep and Arteta, pardon me, they're big on not turning on the ball necessarily. Like there's levels to the scouting and analytical stuff. Van Broggen. If Brighton draw this game, they'll probably come to rule the chance. I feel the last 10, 15 minutes, they've had some real good chances, man. It feels like Liverpool look a bit out of sorts, losing their tactical discipline while trying to chase their game. Come on, Wells. There must be a hattie in here for you. Mitoma, dribbling. Mitoma. Oh, you're shit. How have you... Bro, did that get stuck under my man's foot? Great play by Mitoma. And someone needs to make the foul. Liverpool could be in here. Florian Squirts. Generational talent. Is this a lad they signed from Germany? Bro, you're not better than Kai Havertz, Sam. Tell a lie, it's Chiesa. Some shit number 14, boy. I don't know about that. My number 14s have always been wavy. I mean, the most disappointing thing beyond the obvious for Liverpool would be, obviously, there's been an injury to Hugo Ekitike. That's off the back of Alisson news as well. I don't know about Hag, man. It's worth the pump for the right price. Yeah, forget the Yildiz thing, bro. We're not getting Yildiz. We're not getting Yildiz. And I know he can play left wing, but I think you get the best out of him in that Eze Odegaard role. So I'm on it on ability. I'm not really on it in reality. I don't know about way better because Kepa was solid for Bournemouth. He was. He's way better than him, man. He's way better than him. I forgot the keeper we was talking about. He's better than him, man. Kepa's a good keeper. He could be a star. Like, that's why I think him and Norgard will leave, especially if we win stuff. Because I say, you know what? I love being here, all these things, but Norgard probably played 30 plus games last season. Kepa the same. That's not going to be the case here. Spaghetti Mafia. Look at this guy. What's going on here, ref? Danny Welbeck and Szoboszlai getting into it. Matoma is such a good dribbler. You got time for this, man. It is a foul. It's a soft foul, but it's a foul, isn't it? Chelsea will hope beat Man City, I swear. To be fair, you know what? United probably kicking their teeth beyond the obvious. They turned their season around, but had they have got all 3 points against Bournemouth, not just looking at third or fourth, you might be second. It could get a bit shaky. If there's a chance to get Kvaratskhelia, do this, man. In my opinion, Arsenal can afford 2 losses to win the Prem. One team we lose to being City. Hopefully not, man. I need, you know what, for me to blatantly outright say the league's done, I just need one more City loss and a draw, you know. That's it. And I think it's provided we obviously keep doing what we're doing. Mitoma, maybe 3 years ago. I'm not really on it. If we signed him, it's all right, but it's not really banging for him right now. Maybe we could take a leaf out of Brighton's book and start buying some unknown dons, man. Wonder where Tonali ends up. Feels like he might split. My immediate bias is to say back to Italy, but have they got the bread for him? So that tells me staying in the Prem. If City go and get Elliot Anderson, I mean, they can do it. Are they going to buy Tonali as well? I don't know. Florian Wirtz, that's a good switch of play to Cody Gakpo. The Liverpool fans have hope in Cody Gakpo? Probably not. Before I finish my sentence, he lost the ball. Fortunately for Liverpool, they still have the ball. Szoboszlai. Robertson, that's too much on that, Rob Bill. Why the media quit ain't Wirtz? What are you saying there? I'm not sure what you're saying. Juju, one love. All right, Chelsea, come outside. Chelsea. Make sure you win at Everton, you know. Gyökeres scored a light penalty in boot cuts. I need to see João Pedro and Liam Delap. I need to. Make sure, you know. We should start playing Havertz more. Havertz doesn't have to worry about first team football and making For him, it's keeping your thing is fitness, in it. There's a couple man like you, Ben White, Odegaard when he's back. We're just gonna have to just be a bit cute and clever with it, innit? Yeah, that's RIP Chuck Norris, GG. What's all that about? If we win the CL, we should test PSG with Cara. Sometimes you have to go Rago and get players who are not available. You have to try that. That's what I want my club to be. But Kvaratskhelia, nah, we ain't doing that. There's no point in putting your heart for it. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. There's not. Go find the next one. There must be another Georgian lad he knows about. You had a chance to grab him at Napoli. That's about it, man. You never know if he becomes available. Throw your hat into the ring, innit? But for me, them kind of man, you're just gonna go Barca or Real Madrid or something like that. Oof. Curtis Jones. Technically, the ball's still on the pitch. Don't know if that was the right option. Mitoma up against Szoboszlai. Bro, the ball is stuck to Matoma's feet. Danny Welbeck, Mitoma, bro. This guy's nasty. He's finally lost the ball. Matoma's nasty. Curtis Jones, he's not a bad dribbler himself. Hooks it clear. Back to Brighton. Dunk. Probably the most relieved Brighton lad. Kalagoglu. Pascal Gross. Danny Welbeck. Mitoma. Throwing over here. 9 minutes left. If you haven't smashed the like button, what are you doing? What's all this about? Come on, people. There's 103 of you tuned in. To the 81 of you have hit the like button. One love. You're telling me we can't get 100. Everybody on their feet. Danny Welbeck won't have the opportunity to get his hat trick. Man United fans and Arsenal fans, join me. And football fans. And the stars aligning. Former Arsenal man bags twice. Come one of our strikers back. See, even Danny there, he's like, wait. His reaction for the VAR, he's like, wait. Hey, Zubamendi's cousin, Hazelwood's coming off. Liverpool are going to score late last minute, man. Ritter's coming on. I've seen the script, bro. And another stuff for Brighton. You have a couple of chances to make it 3-1. You don't do it. Liverpool equalise. He's meaty, man. Welbeck all day. Clap it also for Wells. Come on, Danny. For me, getting Karaskil and Julian Alvarez were defending the soon to be EPL title. Too much bread, bro. That's like 200 odd million on 2 players without talking about centre mid and out, guys. We just don't do that. Brighton. I don't know what that was, but it didn't bang. Shabozlai. Never. Ref, he's bought that. West Ham, we need something for Villa tomorrow. West Ham and Forest, if they could win tomorrow. Unfortunately, I've ran the banner, but as I said to you lot before, I don't think Spurs are getting relegated. I think like last season, they're just quite fortunate. There's shitter teams than them, innit? But it'd be lovely. And I just feel, obviously, we can mock Spurs and whatnot, and Liverpool had their own problems. I would say complacency from the manager with some of his subs before the equaliser and just in general. 1-0 is a dangerous scoreline, and it rung true today, actually, for Liverpool and also against Spurs. But you look at, obviously, they didn't win, but the performance against Liverpool, the performance in the second leg at Atletico Madrid, they're the bars on the floor, but that is step in the right direction. That those two isolated incidences haven't been there for the last 2 years domestically for Spurs. Like in terms of desire, fight, all that kind of stuff, I think they'll be all right. But if I look at it, 16th place. It's a 6-pointer tomorrow, isn't it? Them against Forest. Forest win. Obviously, they drop into relegation. The footballing gods are going to make sure Spurs win. But you know what? If West Ham win tomorrow and Forest win tomorrow, and hopefully Leeds get at least, at the very least, a point or two, well, or 3 against Brentford, even though I don't really care between the two, it helps the agenda of Spurs going down. And with it being 8 games left, 7 if you're Man United, Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brighton. It should say Brighton. No, Brighton actually have 30. Wolves have played 31. Oh, it's been a good season. It's been a fantastic season watching it, the highs and lows with you lot. It's coming to an end soon, isn't it? The good news is we got the World Cup and transfer news and all of that. We'll be tied before we know it. We're back in August, so we do it all again. But it's coming to an end, isn't it? Riley, one love. Thoughts on Welbeck 1 season comeback. Wells is doing his thing this year. Deserves to be on the plane for the World Cup. He's not going to be. Lewis Duck's been given a yellow. He'll miss the next 2 games for Brighton. So he's going to have to put his heart in these last 5 minutes. You'd imagine, like the first half, there'll be a big fat chunk for no reason of added on time. Brighton just need to keep their discipline. McAllister hooks it, and it's turned out to be a good ball for Cody Gakpo. Can he bring it under control? Cody Gakpo, can he get his head up and find a teammate? Cody Gakpo, one thing on his mind, forces a big save by Van Bruggen into the hands of Van Bruggen. Do you think we could ever compete for players like Vinny or Dembele? If we commit to spending the bread, why not? Part of me still of the belief you got to get Dembele when he's at Rennes or at a push to Borussia Dortmund. Vinny Jr., you got to get them when they're in Brazil, innit? Belemba. Not really had the best of seasons, but probably will be on the move. Good player. Belemba. Poor pass from him, but Liverpool still have something defending to do as Brighton still have the ball here. Kadagoglu probably trying too much, but he's managed to get his team a corner. If we manage to do something special this season, we'd be interested to see how much of an outlay we have. Did it work out for Paul? It's a weird one because you can't just sell 20 players and bring in 20 players. You're going to have an element of stability, but also you can't have complacency in it. Like, we've all played Football Manager. How many times have you won trophies? You don't really change up too much. Players look like a shadow of their former selves. Obviously, with Liverpool, I think there's intangibles, but I think there's different things. Like, Liverpool did the sexy thing, sign all the players. They've not done the boring thing, which is the training ground, innit? Like, they can't defend. The manager puts too many square pegs in round holes in the middle and final third. I think if they had a bit of an ethos, they still might struggle, but you're looking at, especially their new players in a different light. That should be 3-1. How's it not? That's an incredible follow-up save by Mamadashvili as well. How is it not? Before I finished, how's it not 3-1? And Curtis Jones was there with an important block. How on God's green earth it's not 3-1? I don't know, but it isn't, people. You'd think Brighton, cheeky nutmeg by Matoma on Gakpo. You'd think Brighton are the ones that go down. They've clipped over the top for return. You're meaty. Look at this, bro. This guy's rubbish, bro. The ball's got out of play as well, and he's lost it. See, this is when Liverpool get an equaliser. Gravenberch was fouled there. Eden Mubarak right back at you and everyone in the chat. Jay, one love. Almost free. Boy, that would have really been game, set, match. 7 more likes, folks. Mash likes. Mash likes. You never walk alone. They're losing. Shabazz real quality player. He just gets bums off seats, man. Provokes excitement. You can see his age, but look at that. No one's on what you're on, though. It's a great defensive structure from Brighton, but there's not enough forward options for the men in possession for Liverpool. At this point, you might as well say Van Dijk, get in the box, bro. Look, Van Dijk's creeping up to the box. Okay, McAllister, Robertson. Floats. Oh, important header by Van Hecke. Is a Brighton lad going to get to it? Gomez can't quite get to it. It's a throw into Liverpool. Deep in Brighton territory. Liverpool shit, costing me money again. Big champs, 446 million spent and can't beat Brighton. That's why you can't stop betting on losing horses, man. The house always wins. Stop putting your money in the slot machine, man. Losing, bro. Darkness. Boy. Oh, Danny Welbeck. Boy, I wonder what's going to happen now. Chloe Kelly scored a banger, apparently, for Arsenal's women. Let's see this. Great low power driver into the near post. We got the Arsenal women. 3-0 up against West Ham. Let me confirm that. We're actually winning. Should be watching that. Is it still on? Oh, 5-0. Go on, ladies. Confirming London is red. Oh, it's a nasty run of fixtures for Arsenal's women, innit? You got bare London derbies. Obviously, packed West Ham 5-0. Tuesday the 24th, they play Chelsea. Then they have a North London derby on the 28th. Then they play Chelsea in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champs. I mean, Brighton's not that far from London, but I wouldn't quite say that's a derby. Liverpool on the ropes. Brighton need to kill this game. Oh, how? Matoma. Bro, Matoma, man. Why did you try to go for goal? Brighton still have the ball. Yeah, lovely to see we scored 5. Kind of goggly. Gross. Didn't work out for him after leaving Brighton for Dortmund. Found his feet again. Matoma's nasty. Chiesa's read it and then giving it away. Szoboszlai's done terribly there. I'm going to keep saying this. I don't know how Brighton haven't got a third, I'll be real. I don't know. It's schoolboy-esque. I don't know how Brighton haven't got 3 goals today. Brighton really turning on the style. And if there's someone I hate connected to Brighton more than their manager, it's this man coming on. For the life of me, and maybe that's my brain protecting me. Can't remember your name, but you helped get Rice sent off at the Emirates, and you're always doing shithousery. 6 minutes of added on time. Veltman's on. Nobody's talking about Brighton taking time over the corner kicks. Exactly. Hella time wasted from Brighton. But it's all cool. Then this is what people need to understand. Like, it's the belly of the beast. Of course, it's gonna fucking annoy you when it goes against you. When your team's on the ascendancy, you're cool with it. Right, everybody just crying. And I mean, Liverpool need to back up their ideas, or PSG are gonna run a riot, bro. Again. VAR decision pending for Liverpool. See what you did there. Right, we're closing in, people. Have we got to 100 likes? If you've hit the like button and sponsored it, 100 likes. If you hit the like button. DG Nation. Curtis Jones. Gravenberch has to go home, surely. Hook it. Take a touch and hook, bro. Mamadou really didn't take a touch. You hook. This is why I said take a touch. Because you're just going to get bare height and no real length. And they've given a free kick away. Amateuristic from Liverpool. Veltman, known in the Netherlands as a dark art specialist, dirty player. I don't like him either. Great job, everybody. Karma, tell them again. Fantastic job. Danny Welbeck has been credited with the man of the match. This Liverpool has got to be the worst title defense in PL history. 10 defeats, and we're not in April yet. Would love to see you do a collab stream with Monts too. Great young football minds of JA Heritage. Fair play. Come on, you please. I guess. Well, Brighton. Come on, boys. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Rapido, rapido, rapido. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Come on. Ref, the throw weren't there. Curtis Shell's throw weren't there. Ref, is that foul throw? It's probably not. Brighton, go home. Go home. Dunk. Be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Love it. Matoma. Sourcing. Girls. Sourcing. Sourcing. Are we going to get a third? Sourcing. Make the foul. Take the foul. Ref, take the foul. Someone bring him down. Liverpool could be on the attack here. Florian Wirtz. Oh, I tell you what. Rio, the talented Ngomoa. Oh, he's been clattered. Is he last man, the Cooper? Or is it just going to be a yellow? That's one way to stop the talent. I can't lie, but Rio, very good with a ball at speed. At his feet, ridiculous. Skips past his man, and that's what the Prep's about, innit? That's one way to stop him. Just clatter into him. But that all came from Brighton messing about in Liverpool's own half. A part of me is thinking Liverpool could snatch an equalizer. Man. Liverpool have conceded more Premier League goals this season, 42, than any of their previous 2 campaigns. Yeah, Slot, you know what, Slot, they probably let you in the FA Cup and you just cut into the hands of Van Broggen. Slot, I don't know why you're baffled, bro. This is your shit. Hit the like button if you haven't. Raymondo, better yet, smash the like button. Eid was great, to be fair. It's Monta crying. You should do a live stream from a watch party tomorrow. I'm going to be on TalkSport. If we win, reaction stream. Well, regardless, reaction stream. But if we win, I don't know. Am I going to go Northwest London for no reason and go Wembley for no reason? I don't know. Am I going to forward? Am I going to go Islington for no reason? I don't know, man. Florian Wirtz. I need this Liverpool pack, man. What a way to start this bright Saturday. Brighton away is not easy. Saka's form has been dead. He patterned it. Chiesa, foul him. Ref, that's ours. Ref, that's ours. It's not Chiesa. Ref, don't let him talk to the linesman like that. Don't let him talk to the linesman like that. He's swearing, he's spitting, everything. 20-match ban, please. Boys. Where is Marcel? Where's Marcel? That's what everybody wants to know. I don't know. He's run away. Seems he only pops his fucking big head when we lose. I tell you about these guys with dreadlocks that claim they're rusters, but they eat pork and smoke crack. They're crazy, bro. Crazy. Gotta be careful, man. Eats pork as well. That was one enough. Hey fam, been missing Mumsy passed on Mother's Day, so been in a days. Football has kept me up. It's real what they say about your comfort in tragic times, love. First things first, appreciate you for being here, and fucking hell, man. Thoughts are with you and your family. Yeah, man, may your mum rest in eternal peace, man. There's nothing you can say in it, losing a mother. It's upsetting, man. But the legacy lives on forever. And we all gotta go one day. You have to judge life on the lives you touch in it, and I'm sure your mum's touched many. So yeah, on behalf of everyone, big up your mumsy. Free kick for Brighton. It's done. Ref, how long? I'll be here tomorrow, hate watching. I bet he'll be here tomorrow, hate watching us, probably. Trust me. R.I.P. Mumsy, man. Big up the community. Ref, how long? Oh, ref. Oh, wait. Brighton manager. Is that not time wasting? The seagulls pooping on the Scousers. Boy, I don't know, man. I ain't been shot on by no magpies or the seagulls in a minute. I was bitten by the wolves and stung by the bees, but we're still out here, man. I don't know about nothing else. The Red Devils won on the Lord's Sunday. No one is ever going to gaslight me. Hold your head, man. No one's ever going to gaslight me to rate Rutter. No one. Ref, the game is done. It's done. Great start to the weekend. Great start to the weekend. Great start to the weekend. It is full time. It is full time. And before I change this, Brighton did win 2-1 against Liverpool. They did have to come back from behind. Where is my Everton, man? Come on. RIP Mumsy once again. Puts things into perspective. All Liverpool fans will say slot out now. Now you've got to back him. You never gave him a transfer window. He won you the Premier League. You've got to back him. You've got to back him. 500 million to spare in the Conference League. Tough. Stop putting money in the slot machine. I keep saying it. You put your money in the slot machine, you're going to lose, man. You're going to lose. What other games today? Everton, Chelsea. We'll be there for that. Do you think Liverpool can get a result at the Etihad playing like that? Nope. Hell no. No. We're all seeing the same shit. Probably football's a weird game, but that's 2 weeks in a row I've watched Liverpool. You drop points from winning positions. Liverpool's defensive ethos is terrible. It's not just the defenders. It's the whole. It's the whole defense. It's the whole team. There's too many gaps. They can see too many cheap goals. They only really capitalize. They did start the game better, but really shout to Kirkes. That came from a Brighton mistake. All over the place in the second half, really. And you know what? Maybe it hasn't worked out exactly like this, but I'm sure Liverpool fans this season, this has been familiar, innit? You've played like this a lot of the time. So that's how you end up like this. And long may it continue. Liverpool are 5th. That makes Aston Villa against West Ham even more juicy, mate. Like, it makes it even more juicy. The rate, nothing's decided, did it? Like, the Premier League title race ain't been decided. Top 4 or Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, relegation, still going down to the wire. Liverpool just said, bro, they need to reset. Go back to the basics, the old glamorous stuff. Probably need a bit new. They need some new blood. I don't think Slot's the guy. It's just not going to bang, bro. Back to basics. I might call him Little Uzi Verts. Brighton were better and deserved the win. It had to be him, but happy Liverpool in the dross. But done, Liverpool done out here. Wenger's adopted son, that guy Wells. We're here for this, man. And look, you're not moaning anymore, Fabian. This is the EPL most competitive season. I mean, Van Dijk and Pep said it's the toughest Prem season they've played in. So if Arsenal win it, we've won the most difficult Prem season. Hey, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. If you love football, you love Welbeck. Arsene Wenger, Rob's there, idiot. But it's always a pleasure, Mark. It's always a pleasure to be here with you lot, man. Beating Tottenham and Brighton is not for everyone. How did we not beat this Liverpool team? Because at Anfield, Arteta, you didn't read the room in the second half. At the Emirates, we were shit. Like, I don't know. We were just not good enough. He definitely got the job done. Well, with that being said, people, enjoy what's left of your afternoon for a minute. We'll be back again for Chelsea. I'll link up with you lot in a bit. Appreciate you lot for tuning in. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Liverpool, you need people who stand up to be counted.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
Always